Good evening, Thunderbird fans, and welcome into the Thunderbeat broadcast booth here at John A. Feynman Field on the glorious campus here at Bellevue West High School. We're broadcasting you the live coverage of the 1-0, number 2 ranked Bellevue West Thunderbirds against the number 6 Omaha North Vikings in their first contest of the 2023 fall NSA football season. The Thunderbirds last Friday in their Week 0 home opener took care of business against the number 8 Creighton Prep Junior Jays. Bell West is looking to go 2-0 on the young season. My name is Jeremy Block, the play-by-play voice of BW football, and it's my time and esteemed pleasure to introduce to you my friend and broadcast partner, Bellevue West Zone, Mr. A.J. Reimer.
Jeremy, it's exciting to be back on the call with you for another game and another exciting game here at Feynman Field for Bellevue West against two explosive teams with power on both sides, prospects on both sides, playmakers on both sides. It's one of those evenings where you're just excited to be here because anything could happen tonight, and I'm excited to watch and see what's going to end up coming out about these teams.
Bellevue West currently has 6 players with Division I offers. Omaha North on the other side has 3, so 9 Division I players with offers playing tonight here at Feynman Field. It's one of the storylines because 5 of them are committed to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
If you're a fan of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, then this is a game that you want to watch on both sides where a lot of these competitors are going to be future teammates. But they're not thinking about that right now. They're thinking about beating each other. They're thinking about winning this game first. And a lot's on the line for both of these teams tonight. One
of the storylines of this week's game, of course, has been the weather. And how can it not be? This week has been stifling hot.
It still is, Jeremy. It's pretty brutal right now.
It's not as hot as it's been the first couple days of the week here tonight. And Bellevue West and Omaha North had to make different practice arrangements. Bellevue West practiced at 5:45 in the morning. Omaha North had a 7 to 9 practice, schedule this week.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for a game like tonight. Is Bellevue West practice in the morning going to help give them some fresh legs in this heat tonight, or are they going to be tired from all of those practices? At the same time, it's the unknown. This is Omaha North's first game, and we just don't know what to expect. We think we know what we're going to see out of them, but I tell you, Coach Martin, with his 3 state championships at Omaha North, this is going to be a team that is well coached and ready to play.
5 minutes here till kickoff. We saw at the beginning the coin flip. The coin flip was Omaha North won the flip, decided to defer. Bellevue West, of course, like always, I feel like, is going to receive the ball here to start the game. And they're looking to go up 7-0 on that first drive. And with an offense that, let's just say, they were a little lackluster last week.
Well, it was a Week 0 game. There was some miscommunication. There was some inaccuracies with the throws, some uncharacteristics, wrong routes run by the players. And Coach Huffman's going to get that cleaned up here in week 2 for sure. On the defensive side, what I'm interested on both teams, Omaha North so big up front and so sure in their tackling. Are they going to be able to keep up with the playmakers of Bellevue West? And at the same time, Bellevue West struggled in their tackling. They had good point of attack, but weren't able to finish their tackles last week. Are they going to be able to sustain their tackles against an incredibly talented Omaha North squad?
Uncharacteristically, last week, Davon Hall and Isaiah McMorris struggled to get going. Tonight, I hate to say it, but Isaiah McMorris is sitting out. He's had a hamstring issue early in camp. It continues to linger. He is out for tonight's game. So the triplets that are going to UNL will be a twin set tonight. Only 2 of them will be playing for Bellevue West tonight.
That's a big blow for Bellevue West, so they're going to lean heavily on some of their Oh, you don't want to call them backups because they were the leading receivers last week. With T.J. Whaley, number 18, 74 yards on 5 receptions for Bellevue West. And then number 15, Ben Goodwater, the security blanket, 4 receptions for 59 yards. And he was quiet last night, but watch number 6, Jermaine Green, to get some touches and have a more productive game this week.
Bellevue West has an abundance of talent, and they have depth at those skill positions. And that's what Danny Kalin's going to have to do. He's going to have to rely on guys that he wasn't expecting to rely on here in week 2. And we'll see how the senior quarterback slated to go to the University of Nebraska will do.
He's looked confident all week long. He, of course, carries himself in a very mature way, but he's ready for the task tonight. What I'm interested, Jeremy, on Omaha North, it's expected that a lot of their skill players, and they have plenty, are going to be playing both sides of the ball. A lot of their big fellas on the offensive and defensive line. I walked past a couple and was frightened. Is that fair to say? There's some monsters over there, but they're going to be playing both sides. So in a game where it's as hot as this and hydration's going to be bad with cramping we expect to see later in the night, is that going to be an effective way to maintain through 4 quarters? Or is Bellevue West, who plays multiple players on both sides, going to be able to kind of add some fresh legs throughout the end of the 3rd and 4th quarter?
And it can't be understated that this is Omaha North's first game. So you add in the heat, you add in the excitement, the first game woes against a team that's had 1 week under their belt already. Right now the temperature is 86 degrees here at John Fiman Field.
186 is what it feels like. Goodness.
The feel like is 92, folks. Woo. And that's a lot different than last week. There is a 11-mile-an-hour wind out of the north, so the ball will be blowing from north to south, and that is the way that the 2 teams play here. If you've never been to John Fiman Field, is the wind will be a factor, especially when you're going with it and trying to kick into it.
Interesting here, Davon Hall back to receive the kick for Bellevue West. Last week they had 2 punt returners or kickoff returners last week, going with the single back this time. Looking to see their best playmaker with speed get his hands on the ball early and see if we can't get him effectively involved in the game quicker than we did last week.
And we're slated here to start right on time here at 7 o'clock. Number 56, Gomez Carrazes, is the kicker. He's a junior for Omaha North, 5'10", 150 pounds, number 56 in your roster. As the ball falls over on the tee after that 11-mile-an-hour wind we were alluding to.
It's gusting down there on the field.
Friend of the program, Mr. Don Reimer, just said hi to us.
Good looking for you. And his brand new chair, he's very excited. That new chair is sponsored by the Thunderbeat. Best app.
Gomez Carrazes kicks off with his left foot. The ball is going to be fielded by number 16 for Bellevue West, Will Anderson. Oh, I am sorry.
Caprice Keith, number 28. Yep. He plays defense for Bellevue West, but he's got so much speed and sure hands. He'll kick off. He'll return a kickoff for sure. And here comes the vaunted offense of Bellevue West taking the field for the first time.
Bellevue West, under the senior leadership of Daniel Kalin, number 10, will start from their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10, as they come out in the shotgun with C.J. Goff to his left, 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 wide receivers to his left, including Davon Hall, the 4-star wide receiver, planning to go to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. As Kalin hands the ball off to Goff. Goff goes ahead, and he gets 5 yards on the first down, maybe 6.
Yeah, the offensive line of Bellevue West really started to click last game towards the 3rd and 4th quarters. It's got a couple seniors, couple juniors, 1 sophomore, and they definitely got more comfortable as the game went on with a nice hole.
And you get across the line a rope, Luring, Schweiss, Koonsman, and Treat. Those are your Thunderhogs up front. That's what they like to call them here at Bellevue West. Again, 4 wide receivers with C.J. Goff to the left. Fake to Goff, and there will be a false start penalty. False start against Bellevue West, so that'll push him back 5 yards.
It's really frustrating for Huffman. He was hoping to clean up some of those silly mistakes, especially on an opening drive like this. You don't want any negative yards against a talented team like Omaha North.
Last week, Bellevue West managed to have 11 penalties. 11 total penalties against Bellevue West last week. So they have to clean it up, especially if they're going to play better talent in this Class A.
I'm looking at the defensive line of Omaha North. There's some big fellas there.
Looks like
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. I'll go.
I was just saying number 70 is Samarius Henderson, weighing in at 300 pounds, and right across from him, that's the big fella himself, Tyson Terry. We're going to be calling his name a lot tonight.
So after they got the ball placed at the right spot, we'll have second down as the ball's handed off to CJ Goff, and he's stopped by that defensive line you just mentioned. Samarius Henderson and Greg Moore right there in the middle, clogging everything up.
So much of Bellevue West's offense is set up run first. We talk a lot about the skill on the offense with the outside speed receivers, but they love to run inside. So watch them to keep doing that here in this first half.
And now it's 3rd down and 5, and you usually like to see, and it's going to be handed off to Goff. Goff gets out to the outside, and he'll turn it upfield, and it looks like he will. He does pick up the first down. He needed 5, and he got 10.
Unbelievable. He was met at the line by number 74, Greg Moore, shed that tackle. And then a matchup I'm excited for. Donovan Jones, safety for Omaha North, is going to be all over the field. He's, of course, one of the Nebraska commits. He's a heck of a ball player, and Bellevue West is able to win that battle this first time.
Donovan Jones is a senior, right?
Correct.
Number 14. Oh, sorry.
Donovan Jones, number 4.
4. Number 4 is senior, 6 foot, 190 pounds, heading to Nebraska next year. That's another false start penalty against Bellevue West. So that's 2 quick penalties on this opening drive.
He's not going anywhere next week, Jeremy. As much as we'd love to have him suit up for the Huskers. Opening game on Thursday, and lucky that one of us gets to call a home softball game for our undefeated Thunderbird softball team. I'm excited about that.
On Thursday during the game?
Yes, sir.
So I'm also the official scorekeeper for the Lincoln Salt Dogs, and we moved up our game 3 hours so we wouldn't compete with hometown Huskers. As Kalen's looking to throw for his first ball, he's going to hit Davon Hall, and it was wide open. He couldn't drop the ball into the bucket.
Yeah, Davon had a step there. It was just a slightly off communication. Danny Kalen with a slight overthrow, and he's hitting himself. He knows he had 7 on the board there.
So what would have been their first hookup for a touchdown this season falls incomplete as Daniel Kalen is 0 for 1 tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned it, the big 3, as we like to say, for Bellevue West offense. Relatively quiet last week. You know they're looking to change that up.
And all props to Creighton Prep, who did great job tackling last week as C.J. Goff carries the ball for 2 yards.
Senior Nolan Venner met him right at the line, and that's a beautiful tackle. Wrapped him up, didn't give any ground. Nice tackle by Venner.
So they're behind the sticks. It's 3rd down and 12 to go here. Already picking up 1 first down by the Goff run. Let's see what Huffman has drawn up with 5 wide receivers on this play.
Lots of options all over the field here for Bellevue West. You don't need to panic at all.
There's single coverage here on Davon Hall as he comes across the field and is pitched forward to him. And he's going to be stopped by number 54 for Omaha North.
That's Tyson Terry, absolutely. He's showing off his strength and his speed and agility, able to shed the first tackle and met Hall pretty much at point of contact.
Tyson Terry, a junior, 285 pounds, 6'3". He is committed to go to the University of Nebraska, but next year.
Next year, 2-time state championship wrestler as a freshman and a sophomore. Looking to keep that going this year. He's a heck of an athlete.
Daniel Kalen also serves as the punter for the Thunderbirds as he will punt from about their 35-yard line in his first attempt tonight. And it is a good one. It's spiraling up in the air, and the ball is fielded by number 7 for Omaha North, and he'll take it to the 25-yard line. I think it's Sebastian Serco. I thought I saw 7. It was 1, Khalil Davis. I apologize.
Davon Hall down there with the coverage, and really excellent coverage. He was covered. He was able to shed his initial blocker and bring down the receiver. So nice job there, Hall.
Khalil Davis, number 1, 10th grader, 175 pounds, 5'10". He will serve as one of the wide receivers for Sebastian Serco for his first play here under center.
Sebastian Serco, plenty of offers to his name as well. He's a highly recruited quarterback.
And he hands the ball up, and it was going to be a house call here on the first down play as number 5 is going to go. Oh, they're going to field him down at the 1-yard line. Fantastic run by Jaron Cannon.
Jaron Cannon, a sophomore. They like his speed And obviously we saw it right there, but the initial hole that he had to run through, that was clean, right? That's a great run by Cannon, but an even better blocking up front by the offensive line of Omaha North. West just wasn't ready for that.
So when you tack on, that was a 64-yard run on the first down play from scrimmage for Omaha North. The Vikings, they're coming in here, and they want to avenge that loss from last year where they lost 28-26 on a failed 2-point conversion for in their home stadium.
Oh, and if you've been following Bellevue West football for a while, you remember some battles between these two schools. This is two storied programs going against each other. A lot of pride right now.
Circo under center, and he will sneak it in for the touchdown, and it's not even close. Bellevue West was pushed back into the end zone. Touchdown, Sebastian Circo.
Jordan Vasquez-Shaw was the leading blocker there on the offensive line there. 6'4", 265 senior for Omaha North. And two very dominant pushes by the offensive line. We'll see how the defensive line for Bellevue West will be able to respond in the next possession.
So after a 63-yard run on first down, they do a quarterback sneak on the second play of the drive for the touchdown. Right now, point pending is 6-0 right now. Omaha North early in this first quarter, 8 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. As number 56, Gomez Carrazes, is coming in to kick the PAT, and it is blocked. Oh, and it still goes in. It was blocked, went over the crossbar, ran into the crossbar, and bounced over.
Was that Kenny Bryant, number 4, who got a hand on it? I couldn't tell if it was him or number 28 for Bellevue West. Caprice Keith, both of them were close.
And it was just like he was there. He didn't knock down the ball. It was right there, timed it right. It just went off his hands and over the crossbar.
Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're lucky. Omaha North is both right now with the leading score of 7-0. It's not very often when you see Bellevue West not only be down 7-0, but to have the ball move so quickly against their defense. Typically you see Bellevue West offense be the fast-scoring team, but they're in for a fight tonight.
Yeah.
We knew they would be.
The number 16, number 16, if you're following the Lincoln Journal-Star prep ratings, I believe the Omaha World Herald will come out with their ratings after this week.
Smart. Watch everybody play as everyone's getting their first major action this week. Creighton Prep, of course, played Bellevue West last week and has a slightly easier game against Omaha West Side tonight.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one, guys.
Jake Gentili has the defense for Bellevue West over on the sidelines looking at the televisions as Davon Hall is sorry, that's not Davon Hall, that's Jermaine Green.
Jermaine Green, yep, trying
number
to get a
6,
touch.
And he gets a touch. He muffs the kickoff, but he gets it out to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, he's looking ahead. You get excited. You look for opportunities. You look for holes, but you got to catch the ball first. He'll hear about that one for sure.
So here it is, first down from the 14-yard line from Daniel Kalin and company. And it looks like C.J. Goff is to his right.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything different this offensive series. Keep running the ball, keep chipping away, challenging that defensive line.
Jermaine Green to the short side as the throw is over the head of Ben Goodwater on first down.
Yeah, Kalin again off with his second incompletion out of as many passes. Not looking as crisp as we are expecting. I'm sure that's going to get changed soon.
So Kalin 0 for 2 early in this game so far against Omaha North. That's doing a great job bracketing the receivers of Bellevue West. Daniel Kalin, with 15 seconds on the play clock here from his own 14-yard line, is looking for that first down play and more as the ball is thrown outside to Goff. Goff gets outside the corner and he gets pushed down about the 30-yard line. So a beautiful play on second down. He'll pick up the first down. Eli Mitchell on the tackle.
So what happens when your quarterback is struggling a little bit? Just call just a nice pitch and catch, a little 2-yard pass, gain that confidence, start those completions rolling, see how many more we can chain here in a row.
On a nice little wheel route by C.J. Goff, the linebacker was very late. He was wide open, and he took that ahead for a 20-yard pickup. So it is from the 28-yard line, and he'll hit Goff again. Goff catches it in space, and he gets out, and they're going to give him about 6 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 here from the 35-yard line for the Bellevue West offense.
2 nice, short little receivers. If you're going to cover the wide receivers, why not? We'll just take what's available to us, is what Danny Dimes is saying right now.
Kalen had a nice rollout on that play to his left. And that was just a beautiful pass right in the bucket as they're going to hand the ball off to Goff again. And Goff is going to go ahead, and he will get the 1st down on that run. So it'll be a new set of downs for Bellevue West.
Really relying on Goff right now, leaning on him heavily. You wonder if he's going to be able to maintain that throughout the game, or if they're going to try and bring in somebody else to spell him every now and then. Of course, 100 yards last week, looking to continue that this week.
Bellevue West had 175 yards on the ground last week between C.J. Goff and Charlie Gawinner. We're told Charlie Gawinner is not suiting up tonight for Bellevue West. As Kalen is in the empty set behind him, he's got 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left, and a tight end on the right side. And he will throw it across the body to that tight end, T.J. Whaley, who's wide open. He's running down the sidelines. He gets down to the 15-yard line.
It's a great play on both sides. Patience on Kalen as the pocket is collapsing around him to step in and make a throw. And Whaley go find that open pocket in the defense and bring it home. They like T.J. Whaley a lot, the leading receiver last week, continuing here.
It was a beautiful play. T.J. Whaley had his hand on the ground and he had a tight end drag across the defense, and nobody picked him up. As Kalen hands the ball off to Goff, and there's going to be another false start penalty. That is the 3rd penalty of Bellevue West here in the first quarter, 7 minutes and 30 seconds into this one.
Omaha North going with a 3-person defensive line, trying to account for the speed and wide receivers of Bellevue West. So far, the offensive line of Bellevue West able to maintain that pass rush and give Kalen the time he needs to throw.
They play a 3-4 offense. They have 4 linebackers and 3 down linemen. As the ball's thrown to Davon Hall, Davon Hall is super strong there, gets ahead, turns a play, and gets 4 yards.
4 tough yards. He picked up 4 yards. There were 4 defenders around him that finally brought him down. He's a tough player.
Number 20 for Omaha North, Darian Jones, was on that play too.
Nice to have the scoreboard working again this week, Jeremy.
So 7-0 here in the Bellevue West 2nd possession on offense, as they're looking to tie the score up here in the first quarter, as the ball is pitched ahead to C.J. Goff. And it's a good thing because number 23 for Omaha North, Maxwell Clark, was providing a ton of pressure there right in Kalen's face.
Yeah, smart play. They were able to see that. Jaron Cannon met Goff a yard or 2 after the handoff. Goff able to fight through for an extra couple yards. And now we have 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 to go from the 14-yard line as the ball is thrown on that little wide receiver route, and it gets stopped and goes nowhere. Number 6, Jermaine Green, caught it, but he was tackled immediately. So it'll be 4th down and 5 as they're going to try to kick possibly into the wind here.
Doesn't look like they're kicking. It looks like Kalen's not going anywhere. They're going to try and go for it. Wonder if they're trying to pick up just a 1st down. You only need 5, potentially 6 here, and you know they've got plenty of plays designed just for that. Or do you try and go for payday?
Usually on this route, you kind of see Davon Hall on a slant route, and we'll see if that's the play. No, they throw the ball in a jump ball pass, incomplete to number 15, Ben Goodwater. That was just a little high out of his reach from Kalen. But Bellevue West turns over the ball on downs.
Yeah, Ben Goodwater is well covered there, and like you said, it was slightly high. Hall had one-on-one coverage all by himself down on the sideline, but that was a pass going Goodwater's way the entire time. So another scoreless possession for Bellevue West, and we know what happened the last time Omaha North touched the ball. Look to see if there's any adjustments here by the defense at Bellevue West.
So Sebastian Serco leads the Omaha North offense, and he's in the shotgun on this play as he's being pressured. being pressured, and a great pass breakup by number 21.
Asher Jenkins. He's one of the fastest players on the team for Bellevue West, and they like to use him all over the field, sometimes linebacker, sometimes as one of the cornerback safeties. Pretty quiet last week, but also Creighton Prep didn't throw it a whole lot. So look to see some of our secondary names get called a little bit more often.
So on Circo's first pass of the night, he goes incomplete. So that third play from scrimmage for Omaha North fails to pick up any yards, where the first two were great. As the ball is handed off to number 10, Messiah Strong, and he was met by a strong man right in there, Chris Lawson, number 98.
98, 6'2", 295-pound senior from Bellevue West. Met him at the line, stopped him at the line, brought him down in a huge third down now here for this defense of Bellevue West.
Third down from the 14-yard line early in this game. Omaha North up 7-0 right now, 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, as Circo is looking probably for his second pass attempt of the game right here. We'll see what happens, as, yes, they'll keep another guy in for max protect, and the ball is thrown complete, and it looks like it's going to be short. Maybe we'll see where they spot it.
That's a generous spot there.
Yep,
yeah, they gave him the first. I don't know if I agree with that.
He needed 10. He got all of that 10.
He got 9.8, it looks like, from up here, but you know, we round up sometimes, don't we? I like this strength on strength. Omaha North has a lot of playmakers at the wide receiver position. Bellevue West really likes their secondary. Of course, we've got those two safeties that are just sophomores, but super talented and all the confidence in the world in both of them. So excited to see that battle throughout the night.
Omaha North had great protection on that third down play, and they completed it, and now it's first down. As the ball's handed off to number 10, Messiah Strong, he's dancing around, and he'll pick up. They're going to give him 3-4 on that play.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. I like his patience as a runner. We've already seen his speed, but good vision, able to pick his hole and be patient for it.
Number 7, Arif Evans Jr., who has a multitude of offers. Another one of Bellevue West's talented players here.
Just a sophomore, but people sure do like him and are excited for his future. Count me as one of them.
Penn State, Texas A&M, just to name a couple. So
if you're only naming a couple and you drop Penn State and Texas A&M, that's not bad.
I only said a couple. So Strong goes ahead, and he will be tackled. He was a shoestring tackle away from taking it to the house on that play.
Yeah, it was Caprice Keith, who, like you said, shoestring. I mean, that's a house call if Keith doesn't grab him.
Chris Lawson and Stanley Hayter come off the field. Number 68, Brooke Nichols, goes in to replace Mr. Lawson.
Yeah, Hayter had a heck of a game last week for Bellevue West, so hope to get him back on the field as quickly as possible.
As the ball's handed off to number 5, Cannon again, and he will be brought down behind
Pono
the line
Dubois, number 19. We called his name a lot for the first time last week, because he played his first game for Bellevue West. But he's a heck of a player.
Dubois making a statement here in only his second game as a Bellevue West Thunderbird.
Leading tackler for Bellevue West last week with 9 tackles. That's number 1, and only a junior. They think his future is bright and might be one of those players that starts getting some offers coming his way as well.
He was a transfer from the state of Arizona, so a long ways from home.
He said it was too hot there, and he came here.
As Circo throws, it will be incomplete to number 13 for Omaha North, Titan Glassman.
Glassman had a hand on the ball, slightly overthrown, but Glassman, long frame and good reach, almost able to bring that in. He had 2 steps on his defender.
I think they'll probably mark it down as a drop. That was right there in his area to catch it. I'm surprised that Glassman didn't come up with it. 2 minutes, 53 seconds here in this exciting first quarter already. Bellevue West has possessed the ball twice with 0 points out of that.
Doesn't happen very often.
So Circo in the shotgun, third down and 10 to go. and he will find his wide receiver number 2 for the completion. Connor O'Neill, he'll pick up the first down, and the drive continues for Omaha North.
That was an impressive run by O'Neill, route by O'Neill. He knew exactly where he had to go to sit safely in that pocket, but still pick up the first down. Needed 10, picked up 11. And I tell you, I'm impressed with Sebastian Serco. Seems very patient. Now, not a lot of pressure coming his way right now.
Sebastian Serco had 16 touchdowns last year, 1,307 yards as a sophomore. So Serco is leading this offense proficiently right now in the first quarter. As the ball is, and there's going to be a flag on the play. Omaha North moved early, so that is their first penalty of the night to put them behind the sticks.
Yeah, you're not going to see Omaha North with a lot of those procedural errors. They tend to run a pretty clean ship. But we are talking about high school kids. Sometimes we make a mistake.
Larry Martin is in his 24th year at the helm for Omaha North, and like we mentioned earlier, he has 3 state championships in Class A.
Do you go to any of those state championship games at Memorial Stadium?
Went to one.
I went to one as well. Snowy, ice cold.
Then that next year it was beautiful, like 56
remember.
degrees, but Bellevue West wasn't there. As the ball is handed off to Cannon, Cannon gets most of that penalty yardage back and more, so it'll be second down and 4 to go.
Sophomore Arif Evans Jr. at the stop.
So second down here, and I think the sideline over here is very shocked to see Bellevue West getting punched in the mouth right now.
Yeah. It's a quiet sideline for sure.
1 minute and 30 seconds in the first quarter, as Mr. Reimer is held speechless as well about Bellevue West's performance.
Listen, sometimes our sideline at Bellevue West is quiet when we are down by a touchdown or up by a touchdown,
As the ball's handed off to Messiah Strong, and he goes right through the middle again. He picks up the first down.
Caprice Keith with another saving touch.
Yeah, Caprice Keith saved this from being a 13-0 ball game right now.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if Messiah Strong's running this freely in the first quarter, what's the rest of the game going to look like? Look to see if any adjustments are going to get made here for Bellevue West.
First down and 10 to go from the 27-yard line of Bellevue West. And it's safe to say that Omaha North has done whatever they want to on offense.
Well, you knew they were
first quarter.
Absolutely, you knew they were going to be a physical team and with playmakers. But you go back to this third down catch all the way back at the 28-yard line.
As Serco's pass is going to be incomplete. Number 4, Kenny Bryant on the coverage for the Thunderbirds.
Serco with the first pressure of the night and took a shot as he released it. Walking a little gingerly toward the sideline, but he's a tough kid. He'll be able to shake it off.
Bellevue West was able to provide a lick, and like you said, he is kind of hobbling around just a little bit after that hit.
Hand on his back. Just like me, sometimes my back gets a little sore as well.
35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, Omaha North, the Vikings are up 7-0, driving deep into Bellevue West territory here from the 27-yard line. So the ball's handed off to Messiah Strong, and there's a fumble on the play. Bellevue West comes up with it, and the defense holds.
Chris Lawson with the fumble recovery. Wasn't able to see who got the initial shot, Bellevue West.
Number 68, Brooke Nichols, was in there, and he's very excited after that play as Mr. Lawson comes up with the ball. Daniel Kalin is not in at quarterback right now.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I saw a different number. I apologize. I thought it was 16. It was 18. Whaley, who's set up as a tight end on the right side. As the ball is pitched forward to number 6, Jermaine Green. Jermaine Green goes out, and he will pick up first down on that pitch forward. He gets about 14 yards.
There's that jolt of energy Bellevue West sorely needed. Jermaine Green, he's that speedster sophomore. They want to get him more involved, and I like to see him fighting for the extra yardage there after the tackle.
And the Bellevue West Thunderhogs, they're pushing this big offense or defensive line from Omaha North around a little bit. They're creating holes. as Kalen is here on first down from the 40-yard line, and he will throw the ball across to Jermaine Green again, and that ball was in and out of his hands. Great coverage by number
11, Wendell Chalassi. I apologize if I missed that one.
And Eli Mitchell was there too. As at the end of the first quarter here, score Omaha North Vikings 7, Bellevue West 0 right now. So we'd like to remind the viewers to check out the thunderbeat.org for news, features, and entertainment coverage of Bellevue West and the Bellevue Offutt community.
What a great website.
You can follow at the Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram to get their latest website updates, such as photo galleries of sporting events, music and movie reviews, and feature stories about teachers and students. And one of those feature stories is about my broadcast partner,
this guy,
Mr. A.J. Reimer here, and his efforts to spur an alumni choir.
Listen, the feature was about me, but the real hero was Reagan Rains, the author of that story. Reagan, a fantastic writer, only a junior. She does such a good job. And then one of the Thunderbeat's own, who was taking photos for that? I'm sorry. Oh, Jackie Petro. I mean, an artist, a musician, and a photographer. So two great kids for Bellevue West. Just two of many of the Thunderbeat. They do a fantastic job. And when you write a story about me, you know, it's entertaining.
If you want to check out that story, check out the Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also download the app, right? Download the app. Why not?
Why not? They have a fantastic mini 6-part show that they put on, Survivor Eye of the Storm, by a former student, Elliot Altoff. He's now a film student in Chicago. Is that correct? He went over 20 hours, no, even more than that, 40 hours of
film
editing that he had to go through. 400 hours of film editing he had to go through. He did a fantastic job. The Thunderbeat's a great website. Go check it out.
And who are the leaders of the Thunderbeat? Who are the teacher liaisons?
Well, they call them J. Rodiddy and Stu Vucklees, but that'd be
Stuvicles.
I don't know. Miss Rouse and Aaron Stuvey, they're the best.
They kind of came up with these Greek names, and Mr. Reimer just butchered them. As Danny Kalen is on second down here and 10 to go as the ball is handed off to C.J. Goff. So it'll be third down and 8. Third down and 8 to go as Bellevue West is playing with the wind behind them now out of the north.
Met at the line. Fought forward for 1. They were generous enough to give them 2. Interesting to see what play call this comes up. And you know, sometimes it's fourth down territory for Coach Huffman here, but I bet they'd like to pick it up on third down anyway.
I'm pretty sure they refer to Julie Rouse as J. Rodiddy.
What'd I say?
I have no idea. I can't remember it. As the ball is handed up, and the ball is intercepted.
It was
tipped. They're going to call it down as the ball was not intercepted by Omaha North, as there was a jump ball, and Kalen threw into double coverage towards Jermaine Green.
Yeah, Kalen got rocked as he threw that. It looks like the wind got knocked out of him just a little bit. Obviously, he's a tough kid. He's not going anywhere, but you could feel that one all the way up here. Right as he was releasing, that way it had a little bit extra loft on the ball.
Eli
Need to
Mitchell,
give him better protection next
number
time.
3 from Omaha North, was on the pass break up there. As Daniel Kalen is looking for his second punt of the night. Bellevue West has their third possession, and it goes with 0 points as well. As Kalen punts, and there will be a procedural penalty. It will be a false start against Bellevue West, their 4th false start penalty of the evening. And that
they
just
were
pushes
running
them
out
back
of time
again.
on the play clock, so they tried to force it and rush it, and that gives you your false start. A little sloppy for Bellevue West here at the beginning. And Omaha North doesn't need any extra yards.
So fourth down and 13 to go. Bellevue West still looking to punt here. Daniel Kalen receives the snap, and this one is going to be a more directional kick, and it's going to bounce Bellevue West's way all the way down as Davon Hall almost let it go into the end zone. That was very dangerous right there as he fields it at the 1-yard line and rolls into the end zone. If this was the NFL, that is a touchback, but of course it's high school, so it's down at the 1-yard line.
Davon with a little wave to the crowd, like, of course that's what he planned to do, right? It didn't need to make it nervous at all.
And the referees are conveying together what is supposed to happen on this play, but the ball was possessed, and are they going to bring it out to the 20-yard line?
Yep, didn't have possession.
They're going to say he didn't have possession, and all he had to do was down it inside of the 5-yard line, and they're going to say he didn't do it.
But honestly, it didn't look like the ball was going to go that far. That ball took an incredible bounce for Bellevue West, moved a lot faster than anybody thought it would.
So we see Cluster Johnson trying to explain it here to a bunch of people on the sidelines what had happened. He didn't have possession and took it into the end zone with him. So Serco on first down completes the ball out to number 1, Omaha North's Khalil Davis, the athlete. They mark him down as he's a sophomore.
Kenny Bryan on the one-on-one reservice. Nice defense there, one-on-one. They brought in some extra pressure for Bellevue West, so trying to disrupt some of those throws. But Serco is very comfortable back there.
So Serco on first down completes, and he'll get a new set of downs after that pass completion there of 14 yards. Serco back under center, and usually out of this formation, they've handed the ball off, and they've done whatever they've wanted to as the ball is pitched out to number 5, Cannon. Cannon's met, and he gets about 2 yards. Good defense by the Thunderbirds right there. It's number 19, Pono Dudois, on the tackle.
Yeah, absolutely right. And Stanley Hayter was there as well. 2 of the leading tacklers for Bellevue West.
They're going to say number 44, Dylan Sheard, was on that tackle.
I'll take
as well.
him too. He's not bad.
So
still a gain of 3 there for Omaha North. Another good tough run. 2nd and 7.
10 minutes to go here in the first half. Right now, Omaha North leading 7-0 over the Thunderbirds of Bellevue West, and they are here on their 3rd possession of the evening as the ball is going to be thrown by Serco. It looks like it will be incomplete in the area of number 2, Connor O'Neill.
Yeah, just had kind of running there in a circle as we have an injured player here for Omaha North. Looked like a little confusion on what the route was supposed to be there. Fortunate for Bellevue West.
Oh, number 77 for Omaha North, Jordan Vasquez Shaw. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit. It looks like he lost some fluids there after that play. So he will be laying down on his stomach for a little bit as both teams go off to the sidelines.
Smart move on his part to roll to the other side.
What is, we have this question posed to us from the Thunder beat writers, what is Omaha North doing well so far?
Everything. They're coming in doing exactly what their game plan was. We're going to let our players play. We're going to trust our physical line on both sides, offense and defense, and we're not going to try and force anything. We're just going to let the game come to us, and they just look very comfortable right now. They look like the team that's had one game to play already.
Jordan Shaw, Vasquez Shaw, is going off the field under his own power, but it is gingerly right now, to say the least, as he's they're still taking the time to get him off the field, and he looks like he might be overheated, might need a little more fluids in there, but it looks like he's in some considerable pain right now.
Well, it is plenty warm. I'm thinking about cramping up here in the booth. If I had, do you think we'd have somebody that could step in for me?
Yeah, I think, we never got a chance to introduce the 3rd member of our squad here tonight.
We have Andrew here as our videographer. Andrew, what grade are you?
10th.
Andrew, as a 10th grader, what is your favorite thing here about Bellevue West?
The video journalism, comm arts field.
And why is it the best? Is it because Mr. Stuvey and Mr. House are so fantastic at what they do?
Pretty much, yeah.
I love it. Good looking out by our videographer there.
Stuvacles and J. Rowe Dighty.
That's what I said. Hey, one of those. Is that like an alliteration? Is that what that is?
It's a play on Aphrodite and Hercules.
Who are those? Aphrodite's one of those Greek goddesses?
Yes.
Okay. Which one did she have?
She was
Wisdom?
the goddess of love.
Oh. Well.
Hercules was just a demigod.
Hercules. So you, Stubby, just a demigod. But Rouse. All right. Well, we're grateful for the opportunity as we're getting back here in the game. And I'm sure you're grateful to get back to the game as well.
Hercules, of course, played by Kevin Sorbo in the 1990s show Hercules. That's Mr. Stuvey right there.
It is
as
not.
Circo is ready to pass the ball here on third down, and here comes the defense as Pono Dudois with the sack. It is a 15-yard sack on that as Dudois chased down Circo.
Dudois is making his name known. 2 weeks ago, everyone saying, how do you pronounce this? Who is this guy? We know his name well, and we'll continue to call it after plays like that. Monster sack.
The ball is spotted at the 31-yard line as number 2 for Omaha North. Connor O'Neill, who's a wide receiver for them as well, is the punter for Omaha North. Kenny Bryant in the backfield ready to receive the punt.
So you go to your defense, if you're Bellevue West, and you say, sure, we got punched in the mouth, right, by how we responded. Have to be pleased with that defensive possession from Bellevue West. Looking for more of that as there is a timeout, looks like.
First timeout of the evening for Omaha North here, and they're going to regroup and see what they say here. And what do we have for a timeout, Reed? Have you bought your yearbook yet?
No.
They are
but I want to.
You know how we can? They are on sale for $55
Holy
until
smokes.
December 22nd. You can go to room 426 and buy one with a cash, check, or card, or you can go to yearbookforever.com and purchase online. What do you love most about your yearbooks when you go back and look at them?
Listen, every year I get a yearbook from the award-winning staff here at Bellevue West, and every year I do the same thing. I flip through it and I see how many pictures of me there are. If there's more than 8, I consider it a success. Thankfully, it's been a success every year. I love it. But all joking aside, the kids do a fantastic job. It's bright, it's vibrant, it's exciting stories. Get your yearbook. Memories in the making.
If you're not aware, Mr. Reimer has this, thing he does every year, and he usually has a funny yearbook photo.
Yeah, not last
year. Do you have
year.
one
Here
planned? Do you have one planned for this year?
Oh, I've got a plan.
As O'Neill is going to have the punt muffed, and Bellevue West is going to get the ball on the 10-yard line to start this possession, their 4th possession of the night. It will start from the Omaha North 10-yard line.
The first major mistake by Omaha North, and now Bellevue West has to capitalize on it. Fantastic position on the 11-yard line. Need to put points on the board here if you're Bellevue West. And if you're Omaha North, how do you respond? Your defense has been stout all game long. Can you get another 3 and out?
We'll see what happens here. This is the time of the time on the field. Like they like to give the ball to C.J. Goff and let him work his magic. But, Davon Hall hasn't touched the ball tonight. So
they've tried a couple times.
So let's see as he's in the slot as they hand the ball off to Goff. Goff is met by pretty much the entire defense of Omaha North.
Going. Tyson Terry finished the job, though, of course. Last week there were multiple designed quarterback runs for Danny Kalin, and they haven't shown that yet tonight. That looks like that play right there. If that's a quarterback keeper, he potentially had some yard around the side to make some hay.
Kalin hurrying up the offense there with
Look who's in at running back now.
Yeah, and
Will Anderson, number 16.
Will Anderson is also the backup quarterback, if you're not familiar with the roster for Bellevue West. As he pitches the ball out to Anderson, Anderson goes immediately down. It'll be a loss of 1.
Yep, that's not what you want to do. And Anderson immediately off with Goff back in. And now you're Bellevue West. You're looking at 3rd and 11.
3rd and 14.
3rd and 14, I'm sorry.
Now
all of a sudden the excitement is turned into pressure. Have to do something on this play.
They can pick up a first down before pay dirt. So I guess it is 3rd down and 13. 14 to go if you're going to score a touchdown.
This is where you look towards Whaley or Goodwater, two of your taller players with reliable hands.
Single coverage against Davon Hall to the left side, and he throws the slant. Davon Hall for his first touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Thunderbirds. 7 minutes, 19 seconds. Davon Hall. Study Hall is open, and Kalen found him.
What a beautiful toss and catch by Kalen. They've done that many times in their career, but that shows the speed and the athleticism of Hall. Hitting pay dirt for the first time this season. Pretty exciting time to do it.
The first touchdown for this senior slated to go to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and all Husker fans are excited about that stat right there. As Ian Shepard comes in on for the PAT to kick it.
Ian.
And it'll tie the ball game up here, 7-7 here with 7 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Low snap there. Zavala, was able to corral the snap correctly and set it up so Ian could kick it into the uprights for 7. Tie game here, Jeremy. Breeze is starting to blow. All of a sudden, it's getting exciting again.
Yeah, Bellevue West desperately needed to score. They got the ball from the 11-yard line. They punched it in. It didn't matter that it took 3 plays. They got it in.
You got if you're Bellevue West, you know you have the players. You can score at any time. It's when you have to string together these plays. In the past, Bellevue West has relied so much on the big plays, 60-yard bomb, 70-yard. Well, that's eluded them all season long. They seem to need to be a little bit more methodical on their drives. But the potential is out there at any time. And of course, we're missing number 3, Isaiah McMorris. You'd like to think he would add to the productivity here on the field if he were playing tonight.
So we have a full slate of games tonight here across this great state of Nebraska.
It is
Just
great.
One of the things that you like to point out here in Class C1 is Wahoo is leading right now in the second quarter 9-0 over Pierce.
Whoa. Shouts to you, Wahoo.
Malcolm, number 20.
When you hear Pierce, do you think of somebody with like an accent? Hello, I'm Pierce. I hope to win today.
I think of the city just north of Norfolk.
Well, that's
up there by the South Dakota border, but that's just me, Mr. Geography. As Mr. Shepard is getting ready to kick the ball off here, with 7:19 to go before halftime, and everybody can reconvene and see what's going to go on as he kicks with the wind behind him, is fielded by number one, Khalil Davis. He gets around the sideline, and he'll get out all the way out to the 38-yard line, and that was very close for a late hit there on the kicker, Shepard.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Caleb Zavala was able to make the tackle, number 40 for Bellevue West, but like you said, excellent return by Omaha North. And getting the ball now starting at the 40-yard line. Excellent field position. Seeing if they can recapture the magic that started off the game for them.
If you're Omaha Central, you're winning right now 28-0 over Omaha Northwest. And Kearney, the Bearcats, the foil, and a future opponent here of these Bellevue West Thunderbirds are currently losing to Lincoln East 7-6 in Kearney on their first game. And the ball is handed off to number 5, Cannon, and he's taken down by number 2, Dylan Sheard.
Boy, that was a violent tackle. Sheard would not be denied. I thought he was beat by a mile. Sheard was able to grab just enough and hang on.
If you want a score update from Westside and Creighton Prep, right now Westside is winning 14-7 in the first quarter.
Well, that's exciting. I hope it ends in a tie.
Both teams, of course, on the schedule, because in 2 weeks, Omaha Westside comes to John Feynman Field.
Do folks have to watch that game live to see it, Jeremy?
They do not, because the Thunderbeat has coverage with association with Huddle in the National Game of the Week. So the ball is completed out to number 1, Khalil Davis. So it'll be 4th down in about 2.5, 3 to go.
So when you say National Game of the Week, you mean outside of DJ's dugout here in Bellevue, Nebraska? People could see this?
National means coast to coast, folks,
boy.
including Alaska, Canada, and anywhere in the world, probably, because it's a national broadcast.
Not nervous at all, folks. We're going to step our game up.
3rd down and 2. They had the wrong number on the dial-a-down as the ball is being taken forward by number 7, Circo. Sorry, the quarterback on the quarterback sneak.
Yep, just lean into that line, push forward for 3. Tyson Terry leading the charge, of course.
When I was an offensive lineman for
Nolan Bartles. I apologize.
Lincoln Lutheran, that we called that play Green 5 or Red 5. It's number 77, Jordan Vasquez Shaw, who came back in, is now hobbling off the field. Looks like he's cramping up again as he throws his helmet in disgust.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You work all summer long to get your first game, and your body's just not able to finish. Good luck, young man.
Circo under center as he hands the ball off, and he's stopped in the backfield. They're going to give him forward progress, but number 10, Messiah Strong, who's ran all over Bellevue West in this game so far, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Dubois is becoming a man in front of our eyes, Jeremy. That was a big boy tackle. Was able to come from the opposite side of the line, showed off his speed and his power, bring him down.
2nd down and 10 to go, right at midfield, 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and counting. Omaha North desperately wants to score here to take the lead into halftime. Bellevue West doing their best to stop it. They do have 3 timeouts on their side. As Circo is under center and he fakes the handoff to Strong. He gets hit on the throw, and there's going to be pass interference. They're going to call it pass interference against number 4.
That's Kenny Bryant. Questionable. There was contact for sure, but the ball, in my opinion, was slightly underthrown. Receiver kind of came back into him. You can live with that if you're Kenny Bryant. Sometimes they go against you.
5th penalty tonight on Bellevue West. It's their first one on defense, so that's a positive. And if he catches that ball, it's going to be 15, 20 yards down the field. So that's one of those penalties that you could probably afford, but you definitely don't want to give him a new set of downs, and you can't avoid it in that situation.
Yep, absolutely right. And Cisco got hit again as he was thrown. He's starting to take some shots back there. He was relatively clean the entire first quarter, but Bellevue West starting to bring a little bit more heat, or at least get home on some of their rushes.
4 minutes, 21 seconds. Omaha North with a new set of downs. They'll come out in the I formation with number 25 as the fullback. Number 25 is Darius Richardson, and he's providing coverage or protection there. So the ball's being thrown, and it is going to be caught in the end zone by number 1, Khalil Davis. Fantastic pitch and catch there for Omaha North.
Yeah, it's a perfectly thrown ball and excellent body position by Khalil Davis to shed his blocker. He had a step for sure, but able to bring it in. Excellent touchdown by Omaha North, going up potentially 14-0, but left 4 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. That's a lot of time for Bellevue West offense.
So there's a little bit of confusion here on the PAT as the holder does come back. The kicker comes out. He was running off to the sideline, and he comes back onto the field. Number 56, Gomez Carrazas, the left-footed kicker, and he will not kick this one through. Goes off one of his offensive linemen and falls well short of the goalpost.
So we'll see if that comes back to haunt him. That's 2 PATs now for Omaha North that have been questionable. Remember, the first one was blocked, but ended up going through. This one, even less so.
Yes, so it is 13-7 right here in Fiman Field. Bellevue West is looking at a fight, and they got one here in their second game of the year.
Yeah, and honestly, this is what you want, right? If you're either team, you want to win 58-0, but you want to go against the best in the state. You want to see what you're made of. A lot of teams picking Omaha North to come out of this game as the victor. Bellevue West needs to see how they respond when they get challenged. I'm interested to see if the passing game can be a little crisper here in these final 4 minutes of the second quarter.
So Kenny Bryant and Davon Hall back to receive the kick. Gomez will be kicking into the wind on this, so you're hoping, if you're a Bellevue West fan, that you come up with pretty good starting field position if you're trying to go in and tie and then eventually go ahead.
I don't know if this is good news or not, but Davon Hall just did the moonwalk for a couple yards. I think that's a positive sign.
As there's one of the guys, one of the number 28, Caprice Keith, receives the up back kick. He's going to get all the way to the 40-yard line on the opposite side of the field. So that's a good starting field position for this Bellevue West offense that could use all the yards they can to get, going here.
Absolutely. And just like Omaha North on their possession, a good return for some fantastic starting field yardage. North started on the 40. It looks like West is starting on the 38. Kalen has been calm and smooth all game long. Let's see if he can start connecting a little bit more consistently on the passes.
Have we mentioned that Caprice Keith, who plays defensive back and just took that kick return, received a letter of a scholarship from Iowa State on the first play here? Ben Goodwater catches the ball and is immediately smacked as Goodwater looks stoned. Yeah, both players looked pretty stunned after that as number 11 from Omaha North fell down and he got up immediately. And Bellevue West's trainers got on it immediately to get him across the field. That was a very scary, violent hit there by number 11, Wendell Tashlasi.
Yeah, that was clear helmet to helmet. Wasn't called at all, but you see why they are outlawing that type of hit. It's violent, leads to potential concussions or something worse. So hope both kids are okay. Ben Goodwater, of course, for Bellevue West is a tough guy. He's going to be all right, but don't want to see any more of that.
Yeah, they're taking his helmet off. He did get off the field under a little bit of help, but he's on the other side of the field there, and they are checking him for a concussion. And
Goodwater's getting checked, but he gave the classic, "I'm good, coach." He's in my class. He's given me that look once or twice, too.
Goodwater.
Try to sing a little bit. Ben, you sing a couple more measures? No, I'm good, coach. All right.
Goodwater comes off the field, and he'll take a play or two off as they talk to him, and they're doing everything they need to do to keep these athletes, these high school athletes, safe while playing this violent sport of football.
Coming in for Goodwater, we have number 89, Adrian Wilson, another talented sophomore wide receiver, 6'1", 170 pounds, lanky. They like his potential.
So on the loss of 2 after that collision, Kalen gets and finds the screen pass to the number 24, C.J. Goff, who gets it all the way down to the 35-yard line. So it goes about 25 yards to pick up the first down.
Love that shiftiness and elusiveness and patience from C.J. Goff. Like to see a little bit better downfield blocking from Bellevue West. But, of course, Davon Hall, the leading blocker, had his guy covered for another 10 yards or so.
That was
good play call.
Perfect play call. The running back screen pass play. Fantastic play as Ben Goodwater comes back in for Bellevue West.
He's a gamer, and we have a timeout here for Omaha North.
Timeout, Omaha North. Second timeout of the half for them. We got a timeout read here.
I love timeout reads.
Ask, what is Bellevue West doing well so far?
They're responding to adversity, right? This is a team that loves to take the ball on offense, first score. Well, they went 2 straight possessions without putting any points on the board and got punched right in the mouth. But it's a veteran team, right? It's a squad that has been through some ups and some downs, so they've been patient and they're responding well, sticking to their game plan. While we have the end of quarter 1, Westside leads 21-7. Creighton prepped third down on their own 25.
So 3 minutes, 39 seconds right before 8 o'clock here at Feynman Field. Bellevue West has got themselves a game. So here we go as Bellevue West is looking to go in tied or possibly up before halftime. See what Huffman's offense can do here.
Huffman has been running the ball well, effectively, but he also wants to put points on the board. So don't look for him to worry about controlling the clock. Just look for him to try and score as quickly as he can.
Kalen in the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Goff, and now he's going to throw down the field to number 6, Jermaine Green, and he'll be out of bounds That was trying to thread the needle there between the sideline and the player.
Yeah, it was there. It potentially would have been a heck of a catch, but Green had his fingertips around it, was trying to make the tiptoe grab, just wasn't able to bring it in. North is bringing a lot of pressure on Kalen, and he's handling it, but look for one of those to get home here soon.
Kalen with 3 wide receivers out to his left. Hall, Goodwater, and Whaley out there to the left. Goff and Green to the right as he hands the ball off to Goff, and Goff gets ahead. He gets probably 8 yards on that run.
Good, tough run. Number 6 from Omaha North hanging onto his ankle. Number 6 is going to be Beckett Mole, the linebacker. Prevent him from going any further. But a good, tough run, and Kalen is signaling angrily to get in the correct formation. He's ready to go now.
Kalen with 20 seconds on the play clock here. C.J. Goff to his right, and we'll see what happens here on 3rd down and 3. So the ball is pitched to Goff. Goff finds a little bit of room, and he gets ahead for the first down and more, carrying defenders, and they're going to mark him down well below, where he took his defender. He gets the first down. It'll be about the 17-yard line.
That's an unbelievable run by Goff there. That had
there was no hole. There was no space. He found the space.
He had no hope of going far, and he was not only able to get a first down, but an additional 5, 6, 7 yards after that. Heck of a run by the running back Goff.
And we're waving here to Pono Dudois on the sidelines. He gave me the victory sign, the V for victory.
You're my hero, Dudois.
As Kalen is yelling at his offensive line, 3, 2, 1, and they're going to call a timeout. Very important timeout there. They did not want to lose 5 yards on a delay of game penalty.
Not at this point when you have 3 timeouts in the bag. Go ahead and use one. Do we have another timeout read here, Jeremy?
No, let's talk about the Thunderbeat again.
Oh, man, what a great website.
You can check out the thunderbeat.org for news, features, and entertainment coverage of Bellevue West and the Bellevue Offutt community. You can follow at the Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram to get the
Spotify?
latest.
Are they on Spotify?
This says Twitter and Instagram.
Snapchat?
Twitter and Instagram, sir.
Facebook? Do we have one of those? No, nobody uses Facebook.
Only old people use Facebook, like myself, right?
Ooh, not me, folks.
You can follow the Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest website updates, such as photo galleries of sporting events, music, and movie reviews, and feature stories about teachers and students, including Mr. A.J. Reimer and his choir, the Bellevue Singers, from this alumni choir for the summer.
Can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, but enough about me. Let's get back to the football game. A big first down play here as we're coming out of the timeout. Bellevue West would love to put some points on the board and go into halftime tied or ahead by 1.
2 minutes, 51 seconds. The ball is handed off to Goff. Goff breaks 2-3 tackles there. He'll get 5 yards, and he has been the MVP.
Absolutely, of the season. Yeah, Bellevue West loves starting their offense with a good running back. Didn't know how good their running back was going to be this season. But Goff, just like last week, getting stronger as the game goes on, getting more comfortable in hitting those holes.
Goff, of course, had 2 touchdowns last week for the Thunderbirds as the ball is thrown to T.J. Whaley, and he will come down for a couple 3 yards.
Yeah, Donovan Jones showing off why his recruitment as a Husker is as exciting. He was covered, and he fought through his defender easily to stop Bellevue West from going any further.
3rd down and 3. Time is not a factor as we go right under 2 minutes. Bellevue West is on the 10-yard line of Omaha North, looking to punch it in here to go tie or possibly go ahead with the point after touchdown as the ball is thrown over to T.J. Whaley off his hands, and it falls incomplete. Yep. He was in the end zone.
But again, Donovan Jones, excellent coverage, was stride for stride, saw the ball, was able to pull up enough in front and block it up, but comes up hobbled a little bit. Don't want to see any player get hurt, especially a player as strong as Jones, but he's waving off now. He thinks he's going to be okay.
As he's coming off the field after that, and he'll make his way to the sideline as Bellevue West is going to have to settle for a field goal here. Number 41, Ian Shepard, on the way in here to try to kick this to make it a 10-13 ball game.
I think that's an excellent decision by Coach Huffman. Get the points on the board. Go in with something. Down 3 is a lot different than down 6.
Cade Savala is the holder as he will kick it, and it will be no good.
Big 54 came in and made his presence known. Tyson Terry,
a junior who's also received a lot of notoriety around here because he also has an offer to go to the University of Nebraska. So Bellevue West fails on the field goal, and Omaha North will take it over here from the 20-yard line.
20-yard line. If you're Bellevue West, you want to make sure that you do not get lackadaisical on this last a minute and a half here. As we've seen, Omaha North has some house tickets that they can call.
Serco has had an efficient game so far. He has a passing touchdown and a running touchdown as they punched it in on the goal line as they hand the ball off to number 10. I believe that's Strong.
Team tackle there by Bellevue West. I don't know who was able to finish him. Looks like perhaps whoever it was, he was great.
Cannon was actually number 5 was on the run there for Omaha North.
I think they're going to give the tackle to number 2, Dylan Sheard, for Bellevue West.
Bellevue West needs to stiffen up here on defense as they go for 1 minute. 1 minute to go here in the first half. And if you're a Thunderbirds fan, are you a little bit nervous?
Oh, absolutely. You're a little bit nervous, but you like, if you're a Thunderbirds fan, it doesn't look like Omaha North's in a big rush here.
As the ball is thrown incomplete to number 13 for Omaha North. Number 13, Titan Glassman.
Thrown it in the direction of Kenny Bryant a lot for Bellevue West and Caprice Keith. Look for those guys to have a big second half. They're getting challenged, but I like their mental makeup. They're not intimidated. They're going to come back.
3rd down and 5 to go. If Bellevue West can get the ball back, they do have a chance to still go ahead in this ballgame.
Still 2 timeouts as Mr. Lemon plays stand up and shout, and the crowd's going nuts here for Bellevue West.
All the student section is going nuts here.
Well, they are standing.
So Serco on 3rd down. It looks like there's going to be a false start penalty against Omaha North.
That's big.
And head coach Larry Martin is kicking over there. As that will be another penalty against Omaha North. I have 2 penalties for them.
And both. Oh, that was a delay of game.
Delay of game. 3rd down and 10 to go instead of 3rd and 5.
Huge play here. Huge play. This changes a lot.
Huge play for the defense as Serco throws the ball complete and a form tackle by number 11 for Bellevue West. That can't be right. Juan Matos?
That's who it is, Juan Matos. Juan Matos, I'm sorry, Juan. Yeah, absolute, perfectly covered form tackle. 4th and 10. And like you said, look at this. Bellevue West going to get the ball back with a little over 40 seconds. 2 timeouts. Hopefully good field position. This half isn't over, Jeremy.
Number 4, Kenny Bryant, back to receive the punt.
I like that. He's one of your best corners. So have him back there just in case Omaha North gets excited about playing anything different than a kick.
4th down and 4 to go. And remember what happened on the last punt. They muffed the punt. The punter fumbled the ball, basically.
Yeah, really the biggest struggles Omaha North has been having this game is in their kicking game.
Self-inflicted. And it was a high snap and a bad punt as you're going to get a healthy bounce. And Bellevue West is going to start from their 49-yard line. So they only have 51 yards before they have to punch it in to see if they can go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely right. They have the tools to do it. 2 timeouts. And North's kicking game is really struggling. West was close on a block with that one. Look for them in the second half if they need to send the heat. See if maybe they can block one of those.
Mr. Lemon just said the Bellevue East Chieftains are leading Lincoln Northeast Rockets 7-0 here in the first half.
Bellevue East, our sister school, they're doing so well.
And first down here as Daniel Kalin is ready with 5 receivers. He's got a bunch of choices to throw as Terry. As he tries to lob it up to Davon Hall.
Yep, a little too high, just a little too high. Hall had the step in the position.
Tyson Terry just making
Yeah.
his name known. He Jacob Arope, who picked up a preferred walk-on spot at Nebraska, didn't fare
He's got
so
his
well.
hands full. Absolutely right. Terry is making this a difficult night for Dan O'Kalen. The players are in position, but when you're rushing, you have this big fella coming at you. He is dominating this game right now.
Timeout, Omaha North. They didn't like something they saw there on defense, and that'll be their last timeout.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Jeremy. We're out of timeout reads for the first half,
Right.
but we've got plenty of things we could talk about. You know, we've talked there is 3 committed Nebraska Huskers for Bellevue West, 2 committed Nebraska Huskers for Omaha North. Big day here coming up on Thursday. What are we thinking?
Well, you know, Matt Rule said today that he has all the confidence in the world that they'll play competent football. And, you know,
We haven't seen that out of Nebraska for a while.
yeah. So when you can play competent football and you have an adult at the helm, I'm interested to see how they do.
Well-
But you, sir, will be watching softball.
Oh, I love supporting the teams here at Bellevue West. Our undefeated softball team here at Bellevue West is back in action on Thursday night, and I've heard that they will be done close to 7:30, so it's a win all the way around.
As Mr. Reimer doesn't live no more than 10 minutes away from the school.
And I have a phone.
As Kalen is coming out of the timeout, 2nd down and 10 to go, and he has time this time, and he's going to get blindsided. That's the first sack of the year that Bellevue West has given up.
Yeah, that's number 70, Samarius Henderson, 6'3", 300 pounds, and quick.
Just as they say he has time, he couldn't find the receiver he wanted to throw to, and that'll be a sack. So Bellevue West, with the clock running 10 seconds to go here, they're looking like they're trying to get set up for one final play, and I don't know why they didn't snap the ball. They're just going to let the
That game's
clock
over.
run out, and halftime is over. So after one half of play here, we have a 13-7 ball game. Omaha North, the Vikings 13, Bellevue West 7 on one touchdown to Davon Hall.
Well, kind of what you expected, right? 2 excellent teams. We knew it was going to be close. I guess I thought the offenses of both teams would be a little bit more productive, but you knew it would be close. And shoot, this is looking for a great second half.
You know, and Bellevue West, if you're just joining us, is without number 3 Isaiah McMorris, who's nursing a hamstring injury. So you look at it as Bellevue West has got to find something to do here on offense. They're moving the ball, but they're just not punching it in. They had a failed field goal attempt and tried to make it a 10-13 ball game, but it just isn't working right now on offense. They're going to have to regroup, and we'll see you for the second half here. The Thunder Beats coverage on Team1Sports.com. Halftime score, Omaha North, the Vikings 13, Bellevue West, the Thunderbirds 7. We cannot show you the marching band due to copyright restrictions, so we will catch you for the second half here on the Thunder Beats coverage. back here at John Feynman Field, we got a barn burner, folks. The Omaha North Vikings, the number 6 team in the state, according to the Lincoln Journal-Star.
6, not 16.
It's number 6 team in the state.
Yes, sir.
13 is their score right now, and the Thunderbirds, the number 2 team in the state, according to multiple groups that publish, rankings. They're number 2, 7. As we just hear, Omaha West Side's up 45-7.
Is that true? 45-7.
I believe that's what he
Oh,
said.
boy.
Maybe 35, but it could be 35-7. That makes more sense. Anyway, Bellevue West is in a fight right now. Is a minute 33 seconds here to go in this halftime. You're going to look at the stats. Bellevue West has 8 first downs to the Omaha North Vikings 9. There been on third down, Bellevue West is 3 for 7. The Omaha North Vikings are 3 for 5. As rushing yards for the Vikings, 100. Bellevue West has 28. And total yards passing, Bellevue West does have 143 yards to Omaha North's 87. You're looking at Kalen's numbers. Kalen's got 143 yards in the air compared to Sebastian Serco's 87 yards. They both have 1 touchdown throwing. And C.J. Goff has 39 yards on the ground compared to Jerron Cannon, who has 92. So Bellevue West is being outpaced on offense here tonight by Omaha North.
Absolutely. Look for Bellevue West to continue to rely on their bell cow, running back number 26, C.J. Goff. They'd love to get Will Anderson a little bit more involved. He's that talented sophomore quarterback, running back specimen. He just doesn't quite have his legs underneath him yet. But look for him to maybe get involved a little bit more. And then Davon Hall, your all-pro everything at wide receiver. Got to get him more touches and get him more involved in this game.
Right now, Davon Hall has 3 catches for 21 yards, including a 14-yard strike for his first touchdown of his senior season here at Bellevue West. And if you're just joining us, number 3, Isaiah Morris, is out tonight. He is not suited up playing for the Thunderbirds as he's nursing a hamstring injury.
Yeah, they don't think it's going to be anything too long, hopefully to get back on the field next week. But not having him out here tonight is a big blow to this offense for Bellevue West.
Bellevue West did receive to open up the game, so they will be kicking off with the wind, which is getting a little bit less.
Yeah, what happened?
Behind them.
I like the wind blowing in the window. That was nice. Something I'm excited for the second half. Watch the kicking game of Omaha North. It really struggled in all aspects of the kicking game with fielding the kick, actually kicking the ball. See if that comes back to bite them with the score, especially with the missed PAT.
Number 4, Donovan Jones and Eli Mitchell are back there for Omaha North. Is senior kicker Ian Shepard, number 41, is getting ready to kick off this second half here. The Start Me Up is what is playing.
Lemon playing the contemporary hits of 2023.
As Shepard kicks the ball off here. And it is a short kick. Fielded on the far sideline, and he'll be pushed. Oh, he's still on his feet and gets decleated there at the 30-yard line. Khalil Davis, number 1, with the return.
Took an absolute shot by number 34, Macklin Kennedy, out of Bellevue West.
Kennedy,
make your presence known there as a junior.
Kennedy is a junior linebacker, 6 foot, 175 pounds.
So who's going to make the biggest adjustments here? The defense of Bellevue West, which seemed to have a productive second quarter, or Omaha North? Do you just continue to rely on that steady offensive running scheme behind that huge offensive line?
I mean, if it's broke, don't fix it, If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Serco hands the ball off to number 5, Cannon, and he goes over 100 yards on that run.
There you go.
He'll pick up another 10, and that puts him at 107 yards on the night.
Yep, pretty easy. Just spot your hole, pick it, and go through. He's got the speed to burst.
first and 10 on the 41-yard line for Omaha North. One play in the second half results in a first down against this Bellevue West defense.
And almost at midfield already for Omaha North after one play.
So Circo in his back there in the shotgun hands the ball off to Cannon again, and Cannon gets around the edge. And number 11 for Juan Matos.
Yeah, I don't know if it was designed to go to the outside like that, but excellent vision to bump it outside, because if it looks like where he was leading, he didn't have much room to go anywhere. So good vision.
Second down and 2 to go on that 8-yard scamper from Cannon. We'll see what Omaha North does with second and short here as number 10, Messiah Strong, comes in for Omaha North.
Dudois had a huge first half, but kind of quiet there towards the end.
And they run to the left side, and he picks up the first down. He's still on his feet. Messiah Strong gets all the way down to the 41-yard line of Bellevue West. So that's a 10-yard run.
As looks like Hader's a little slow getting up for Bellevue West. He's okay, just was stuck at the bottom of the pile. Took him a second to get up. Nice, tough run by Omaha North. They are looking very confident to start off this third quarter.
They are not afraid of the number 2 ranked team in the state, not afraid of coming to Fiman Field, not afraid of this vaunted Bellevue West offense.
No, Larry Martin's seen a battle or two. He's got these guys well prepared. Like you said, not afraid of anything. In fact, confident.
And they did not go back to the locker room. They went to the side of the field. On that first down run, Bellevue West defense, number 30.
Yeah, number 30 is Cesar Valencia, getting his first start for Bellevue West. Cesar, I'm sorry.
They call him Mr. Orange up here as second down and 8 to go from the 39-yard line.
I don't understand the reference.
Valencia orange. It's a type of orange variety.
I don't eat the fruit. That's okay. I support it, though. The oranges. Yum in my tongue.
Circo is going to throw here on second down, and he will be hit for a loss. He tried to scramble, couldn't get away, and Bellevue West defense does a good job getting the loss there.
Yeah, that's a covered sack. The secondary of Bellevue West did an excellent job buying their line enough time to get home. Circo actually made a good decision there by kind of almost taking a knee, avoiding the contact of a big hit. And now we've got a big third down here, 3rd and 9, right at the 40-yard line.
3rd down and 9 on Omaha North's first possession after halftime. See what the defense here of Bellevue West can do. And it will be Cannon, and it looks like there's going to be a false start against Omaha North. That is their 3rd penalty of the night.
Costly right there, too.
Very costly penalty. It'll push them back 5 more yards, make it 3rd down and 14.
You know, I understand it's 3rd and 9. You've got playmakers as a wide receiver, but North is running the ball so effectively. They've gone away from it the last couple plays and giving West a lot of success here on defense.
As the Bellevue West sideline may come alive here for this 3rd down and 14.
We got a couple trying. Bless you guys. That's great.
They're trying to make some noise here on the bleachers. This is a big possession here in the tenor of this game as Circo is back in the back, and he gets off-skiltered, and it's an interception. Dylan Sheard with a big hit. It leads to an interception down the field, returned all the way back to the Omaha North 37-yard line. Eric Evans Jr., and there will be a penalty. It looks like an excessive celebration penalty after the play, which kind of wrecks that there for Bellevue West.
Well, you're not supposed to celebrate that much, but, boy, a young man making a big play, you get his excitement. That is a huge stop of defense and an excellent return, changing field position relatively quickly.
So we'll see what the penalty is here, but they get the penalty, or they get the interception and return it all the way to the 37 right now, and it will be unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bellevue West, and that'll make the 7th penalty of the night for Bellevue West.
Zavala had to go into the student section to get the football back. Somehow the ball ended up in the student section of Bellevue West, and they were throwing it around a little bit.
So what turned out to be starting field position on the 37 is now back at the 48-yard line of Bellevue West. So you had plus territory gained after that interception return, only to squander it and give it back.
Still, though, ball pretty much at the 50-yard line for Bellevue West. Great field position.
Handoff to Goff on first down. Goff is stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1 for forward progress. This will be 2nd down and 9.
That's okay. Patience from Bellevue West. They like their running game. They're going to keep using that. Got to test the line.
Noah Venner on the stop there for the Omaha North Vikings. Nolan Venner, inside linebacker, the senior, 6 foot 205.
5 receivers out here for Bellevue West. Trips on the side.
And the second down play is a pass to number 6, Jermaine Green. Green has, let's see here, has
probably 3-4 catches. Is that right in the first quarter?
That is his 3rd catch of the night, and they're going to give him 5 yards, so he has 19 yards on 3 catches.
Again, he was quiet in the first game, looking to get him more involved, and a big 3rd down here.
Of course, he's the replacement tonight for Isaiah McMorris, who's out with a hamstring injury.
Big shoes to fill.
The ball is handed off on 3rd down and stopped at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and 4 to go.
Nolan Venner met him, drove him back a little bit. Also, Beckett Mole, number 6 for Omaha North. Good defense.
4th down and 3 to go from the 45-yard line of Omaha North. Bellevue West failed on their 4th down attempt in the first half. Let's see what happens with their second 4th down try here in the game. As Kalen fakes the throw, and he's going to go deep, and the ball is going to be incomplete. Over there to Davon Hall. They tried to go for the big gainer, and Bellevue West will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, Hall was well covered by 2 players there. Might have been a different option to throw there, but, you know, he's your best offensive weapon. You expect him to make a play, so you got to throw it to him every now and then and see what happens. So effectively, the big interception leads to a net nothing. Omaha North gets the ball back to the 50-yard line, and we kind of get a play again, right?
Yep, so Omaha North will take over for their second possession here in the second half. 6 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in the third quarter, starting from their own 45-yard line. So fantastic field position if you're a Vikings fan, as the ball is handed off to Cannon, and Cannon is stopped. The line of scrimmage.
Dudois right in there again at the point of contact to drive him back.
I'm sorry, Messiah Strong was the runner. Pono Dudois stops for a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11.
In a rhythm offense like this of Omaha North, if you get nothing on first down, that kind of disrupts their whole plan. Instead of 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 10 is a whole lot different.
6 minutes here in the third quarter as Mr. Reimer makes some apt analysis on that play right there.
Thank you.
Very good job from Mr. Reimer. As is there going to be a timeout called for Omaha North as they're taking too long to get out of the huddle.
You know, you mentioned my apt judgment there. There's got to be some app out there that we can get some knowledge about Bellevue West, right?
Yeah, we'd like to remind our viewers to check out the thunderbeat.org for news, features, and entertainment coverage of the Bellevue West and the Bellevue Offutt community. You can follow at the Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest website updates, such as photo galleries of sporting events, music, movie reviews, and feature stories about teachers and students.
They got a guy named Trevor Slahekta. Good guy. We like Trevor. And he does weekly news. I like watching him on the Thunderbeat. So shouts to you, Trevor, on the weekly news.
And I should say that is the app formerly known as Twitter, and now it's called
Oh, I'm
X.
sorry, on X. That's right. Are you a fan of the X? Do you like?
It's weird. Did not see the little bird on on your screen when you're trying to pull up the right app?
I never like it when I see the bird. It's always a bad thing.
2nd down and 11 5 minutes, 57 seconds after the timeout from Omaha North, burning their first timeout of the second half as Pono Dodois tries to throw the ball, and it almost intercepted as the ball's thrown away. Number 2 from Bellevue West, Dylan Sheard, on the, trying to get that interception.
Circo's showing just a little bit of uncomfortability back there. He was so almost untouched for the first possession, and now those rushers of Bellevue West is starting to hit home just a little bit more. Let's see what they call here, 3rd and 11. Do you bring the house?
3rd and 11, and you haven't seen too many straight-out blitzes from this new defense from Jake Gentili. We'll see what he does here. You're right. It'll be interesting here on 3rd down and 11. See what this Bellevue West defense does as they put 4 guys on the line of scrimmage. The ball is handed off, and Cannon is stopped for maybe a 3-yard gain. So it'll be 4th down and 9, and here comes the punt team.
Cannon was able to get past the initial line, but hit it at the second by Cesar Valencia, number 30 of Bellevue West, a linebacker. Dropped for a big 3rd down stop, and that's a great 3 and out for Bellevue West.
And the orange man comes again with a great tackle there as Connor O'Neill, number 2 for Omaha North, is the punter. He is also one of their starting wide receivers as he's going to punt the ball to number 4, Kenny Bryant, as there was a good punt, good snap, good hold, as the ball is punted, and it will be maybe a net of 20 yards.
Yeah.
Field position change here.
Kicked out of bounds at the 28. Bellevue West takes over.
It feels like Bellevue West needs to score on this possession, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You don't want to feel like, the sense of urgency, or you don't want to feel rushed, but North is definitely knocking, right? And if West can't put something on the board here, you start to wonder, when is it going to happen?
But another stop for the Bellevue West defense gives Bellevue West a chance here to tie or go ahead. So the ball is pitched out to number 16, Will Anderson, the backup quarterback.
Will Anderson with some positive yards, 3 yards, I think, on the run there. He's staying in the game. He's going to try and get a little bit more as Goff is trying to catch a bit of a breather. He's been playing the entire game.
So, yeah, again, if you're just covering, Charlie Gowinner does not show up today as an official timeout for an injury. One of the players in the backfield for Omaha North, it looks like it's number 7, I believe. I could be wrong on that.
Probably not their quarterback.
I don't think it's Circo on
as
that
he
play.
Rips his helmet off in frustration. We do have a halftime score. Omaha West Side is leading Creighton Prep by the score of 45-7.
A team that Bellevue West will face here in 2 weeks.
Eagerly excited for that matchup. That's going to be a good one.
But right now we're worried about getting through this Omaha North Vikings game before we can start worrying about Omaha West Side.
So I don't know if you can see it on our broadcast, something that's new this year that's everybody I've talked to that has been involved in football, coaching or playing says the same thing. They didn't have that when I was playing, but there are 2 large televisions on the sidelines for Bellevue West. It's no longer just an iPad or a notebook. No, they're able to see accurately, like to the second plays here. The defense, the offense can see what's working. Coaches are using that as a great tool. So Huddle is helping them out with that, and Huddle is going to be the sponsor for the game of the week in 2 weeks against Omaha West Side.
The national game of the week.
Oh, boy. I got some new jokes lined up for the national game of the week.
Oh, I cannot wait. 2nd down and 7 as they're still working on the player down from Omaha North.
Late in the first quarter.
So,
East 13.
Jeremy, it was pretty hot outside. What was the worst you felt this week?
I mean, I do scorekeeping for the Lincoln Salt Dogs, and it was 116 feel-like temperature in Lincoln on Tuesday. That was the worst. Number 3, Eli Mitchell, was the player down, and he's hobbling pretty well, but he gets up on his own power.
Shouts to you, Eli. My car with black leather was in the shop because the air conditioner wasn't working.
Oh, no.
Getting in that
Oh, my goodness.
after 3 days of sitting.
Oh, my.
Boy. Hot.
The windows
Tot.
go down immediately.
I cried. Real tears.
4 minutes and 36 seconds on the game clock in the third quarter here. And they're going to call that a catch and a fumble. They are going to call that a catch and a fumble. Ben Goodwater caught the ball and immediately fumbled it. I don't think he had enough time to say that he possessed the ball as the referees are getting together here to talk about that play. No catch.
No catch.
No
Smart.
catch.
Smart.
Was probably the right call as Bellevue West avoids disaster on that second down play.
Oh, and double disaster. Danny Kalin was on the ground the entire time, wondering, I thought potentially something happened. He was just taking a breather. Smart veteran quarterback, catching a breath when he can in this heat. Bellevue West dodge a bullet, 3rd and 7.
7 yards to go here on third down as they hand the ball off to C.J. Goff, and C.J. Goff goes ahead as there's a little extracurriculars after that play.
Yeah, it's smart move there by C.J. Goff. Huffman likes to go for it on 4th down, but even he's looking at the field position here. This is a time to kick the ball. And remember, the last kick by Kalin almost got fielded at the 1. So he's got a big leg, knows how to use it. Let's see what he does here.
4th down and 4, and he'll be kicking. They'll start the snap at the 34-yard line. So if the ball can get over the head or bounce past, as it is a fake, 4th down. Oh, and he pulls it down and kicks the ball. As the ball is going to be downed at the 28-yard line. And that's one of the things that Kalin can do as the quarterback as well as the punter is pull it down and run it on 4th down.
Yeah, if nothing else, you give the defense something to worry about later on in the game, or maybe in a next week you see what he's able to do. And smart move. Nothing was there. Let's not force it. Kick the ball away. Your defense played well on the last possession. You still have plenty of game left here. A little Cotton Eye Joe.
Rednecks as down at the 28-yard line here. Bellevue West is looking to get another stop on defense as they had an interception and forced Omaha North to punt on their first 2 possessions of the second half. As Serco is going to throw, and he's being chased, and he will throw, and it's to a wide-open wide receiver who's streaking down the field. He is going to score. Omaha North is going to go up by 2 scores now, and it looks like
it's cramping up there
cramping
at the
up
end.
after running for a touchdown as another
44, Aiden Morris for Bellevue West also struggling. We're going to start to see this a lot. This heat, these players have been trying to hydrate all week long, but this is just the first of many cramps that are going to be plaguing people. Great play. The defense got a little lost on that. Looked like potential hold was missed. Lots of time there, but Cisco was able to keep his composure, find his guy, and Millard North here. Omaha North going up by 2 scores.
Serco from the 33-yard line scores on a 67-yard strike. And we still don't have a number on the player that caught the ball, do we?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. That's the type of play, and that's happened twice now, that you're used to seeing the Bellevue West offense make. Just don't have that explosive play that we were kind of expecting to see all season long. And definitely are going to need it here coming up with 3.5 minutes down by 2 scores.
Number 1 was the recipient of that touchdown, Khalil Davis, who's having a night here tonight at Feynman Field against the Bellevue West Thunderbirds.
Yeah, the speedy sophomore. He's a heck of a ball player. He's going to be all right, but like I said, watch for this cramping. I believe that's number 4 so far. Look for more to come. We've got to have some stories planned here, Jeremy.
So as they're looking to get the point after touchdown here, as they're waiting for the players to get on and off the field. So they're trying to quick snap. Pablo Gomez Cazares has already had one miss, and that's how we are now at 19-7. But he also had one partially blocked that went over the crossbar. So we'll see what happens on this kick. And there's a fake as number 17, the holder's rolling out, and the ball is thrown incomplete. Incomplete. Number 17, Jackson Flair, was the backup quarterback and holder, and he throws it incomplete on this 2-point conversion try.
You know, that's a good call. You're still up by 2 possessions and try to, excuse me, get that extra point back. But they're just really kind of struggling in that department. Omaha North is clicking everywhere else. But they've got something to clean up here as the season's going to progress.
So Bellevue West is looking at an uphill climb here. 3 minutes and 28 seconds here to go. Bellevue West down by 2 scores. And let's go to the third person in our booth here, see what we think.
So our broadcaster here, I'm curious, what do you think of the game so far?
I don't know.
That's why he's on the camera, folks. He's doing a great job there, isn't he?
As Gomez Cazares is ready to kick the ball off here to Bellevue West. And Mr. Reimer with the tough hitting questions.
I don't know. But you wonder if the playmakers of Bellevue West, are they going to start pressing? Are they going to start trying to force some things to happen? Or they're just going to rely on their athleticism, maybe relax a little bit. It just isn't clicking as it has in the past.
Looks like it is going to be fielded again by Caprice Keith. And Keith goes ahead, and it looks like are they going to say he fumbled the ball or not?
Ball was on the ground, but...
Okay, it's Bellevue West ball at the 30-yard line. 35 yard.
Let's see what offensive guru-ness you have in the bag here for Bellevue West. As C.J. Goff is back.
You haven't seen
running
any
back.
Trick plays here as the sideline and the fans over here for Bellevue West are starting to come alive, realizing the peril that they might be in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Kalen in the shotgun hands the ball off to Goff. Goff gets around the left side. He's got room. He's going to run up all the way to the 50-yard line. He cuts it back across. He'll get all the way down to the Omaha North 40-yard line.
Yeah, great run by Goff. Again, that was one that he was initially supposed to go inside, was able to bounce it to the outside, show off his speed. More of that, please, C.J. Goff.
It's going to come back for a holding call against Bellevue West, giving Bellevue West 8 penalties on the night.
Ugh, that's crushing.
That's a backbreaker there. You had the first down. You were in Omaha North's territory, only to be pushed back to the original line of scrimmage, -1.
It's a 30-yard penalty for all intents and purposes. He had gained all the way to the 40, and now here they are back at their own 30. Crushing. But still only first down. First and 11.
First and 11 to go. 3 minutes, 11 seconds when this play will start as Kalen throws the ball to Davon Hall. Davon Hall's in space, and he gets hit from
another flag comes in from the back.
We're going to see what that penalty is. But right now, it is right at the first down marker, depending on the call. It's going to be against a block in the back against Bellevue West. So that will negate that as well. And we'll see where the penalty was called. It was 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a block in the back penalty. It's going to put them back at even further behind the original line of scrimmage on Bellevue West. 9th penalty of the night.
Block in the back, Bellevue West.
I'm sure they're excellent calls. I don't know if I agree with them or wonder why we haven't been calling them all night, but all be quiet.
First down, and
boy,
a long ways to go. Bellevue West going the wrong direction as he throws the ball over to Ben Goodwater, incomplete. Number 4, Donovan Jones on the coverage for Omaha North.
Yeah, it was Goodwater had position. It was just through his fingers. He was stretched out.
Second down and 19 here. Bellevue West desperately needs to score on this possession.
Well, you need to get something. You don't need to score right now, but you need to get a completion. You need to get the ball 10 yards down the line without a penalty. Ugh.
As the ball is hoisted up in the air for Ben Goodwater, and great coverage for number 12, Jermaine Dortch.
Yep, Dortch on excellent coverage. Goodwater was angling to make the play. Just wasn't able to come down with it. And again, pressure right up in Kalen's mug. And now a big third down, 3rd and 18. This is dangerous. You don't want to force an interception. You don't want to force a fumble. You just want to, get something productive.
3rd and 18, 2:43. Bellevue West it's looking pretty bleak here, Mr. Reimer. I know they can score fast, but Daniel Kalen throws to number 6, Jermaine Green, and the ball is knocked out of his hands by number 11, Wendell Tashlasi, who's back in the game. And we were worried about a concussion, but he's back in the game for Omaha North.
That's just excellent coverage. I mean, Green had the ball in his hands for a reception, and Tashlasi was able to get his hands right in between, break it up. Excellent defense. You want to, kind of criticize the offense of Bellevue West, but sometimes better defense trumps better offense.
So on Bellevue West's 3rd possession on offense, they are going to be forced to punt after 2 back-breaking penalties. And a great punt by Daniel Kalen. It's going to flip the field. It's going to put it all the way down to, I believe it's going to be right down at the 19-yard line. 25-yard line.
Well, this is dangerous territory here for Bellevue West. Already down 2 scores. Like you said, things are looking bleak. Offense for Omaha North is rolling. Tibor needs to come up with a big stop here and look for it to start with their defensive line.
Omaha North's 4th possession of the second half here. They went interception, punt, touchdown on a 67-yard strike to number 1, Khalil Davis. Here's their 4th possession of the second half.
I'd like to see the linebackers of Bellevue West get a little bit more involved. They haven't called their names a whole lot, and we've got great athletes back there. It's time for them to let their presence be heard. Speaking of heard, number 57, he's getting ready. No, that's Hader. Sorry. Forget about the curveball. Give him the Hader.
A lot of cramping here on the sideline for Bellevue West. Looks like TJ Whaley is down there on the ground being stretched out. And
listen to this crowd.
They're getting into it as the ball is handed off to Cannon, and Cannon stopped at the line of scrimmage by who else but Pono Dudois.
Yeah, good stick there by Dudois, 98, of course. Chris Lawson also involved in that. Falls forward. They gave him 3?
Chris Lawson
gave
was
him
also
4, generous 4.
It was a very generous spot. Chris Lawson in there as well. 2 minutes and counting here in the 3rd quarter, and Omaha North is bleeding the clock dry as well.
Why wouldn't they? Omaha North just lean on this line here. Pick up 3, pick up 4.
Circo hands off the ball, and he's met there at the line of scrimmage by Pono Dudois.
Asher Jenkins in there as well with a big old hit at the end. Like to see him involved.
They gave him a half a yard on the positive.
So here we go, 3rd and 6. If Bellevue West were able to stop him here, that'd be a great stop for the defense.
It'd be paramount here for the way that this game's going to play out with 1 quarter plus to go here. See what's going to happen. On 3rd down and 5 to go, Omaha North has been pretty efficient on 3rd down here tonight as Circo is being chased around, and he'll throw the ball away. Very smart play in the direction of number 1, Khalil Davis. Arif Evans Jr. on some fantastic coverage.
Yeah, defense answered the bell. Right? They came in. They needed a stop. They got 3 straight stops. Confused Circo, and he was fortunate to get out of there without a loss of yardage. And now here we go. Bellevue West back with the opportunity, and watch for the blocked punt. Bellevue West is going to send as many people as they can here to try to create something.
Bellevue West was the recipient of a bad snap and potential punt as Pono Dubois with the punt block.
Oh, they called it off.
Oh, and they're going to call it back. False start against Omaha North. Saves a punt block by number 19, Pono Dubois. Who else but Dubois has been wreaking havoc for Bellevue West's defense tonight.
He knew that was going to happen, and Huffman is pretty frustrated down there on the sideline.
And a big play.
Deservedly so.
A big play negated by the false start penalty. Fourth down.
That's exactly what they needed
10
to.
to go from the 25-yard line after the failed punt block because of the penalty.
Well, pin him back and go get him again, right?
Yeah, if you are Omaha North, you kind of worry a little bit. You had one blocked. You had one that was a bad snap. What's going to happen when they get another shot here as we're waiting for the ready to play?
Yeah, I wonder what's taking so long here. Are they trying to fix a...
I think they're just trying to get everybody ready and
trying to get let them all catch their breath, probably. Isn't that nice?
And they're waiting. Okay, here we go. From the 25-yard line, that's where the ball will be snapped.
West is twitchy. They're excited.
Bellevue West is going to go after it again. Dubois gets close, but this time it's a great punt when you think about it, as Kenny Bryant picks the ball up and gets absolutely destroyed by number 9, Nolan Venner.
Another helmet to helmet. Are we not calling that? Why do you field that ball?
I don't know.
At that point, let it sit.
Let it sit. Nobody's touched it. As 51 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Bellevue West down 19-7. They need to make up 2 scores if you're falling at home, and they got to be touchdowns.
Absolutely, and missed a golden opportunity to take over the ball inside the 10-yard line.
As Kalen has some time, a rope is he's gonna run out of bounds for a loss, as number 54, Tyson Terry, was chasing him out of bounds.
Yeah, excellent coverage down the field there for Omaha North. Donovan Jones, he's just patrolling back there, cleaning up everything. Kalen didn't like what he saw, stepped out of bounds, lived for another day.
So second down and 11 on the loss of 1 after that sack from Omaha North. It goes down as a sack because he was behind the line of scrimmage. So he will throw the ball outside towards Hall, and Hall can't come up with the ball, and he is down on the ground, and he needs to be stretched out a little bit there.
Yeah, the communication between those two, the connection has been off all season long. Two guys that have played together so long just really aren't clicking. Look, that's going to get fixed, I guarantee it. Just don't know if it's going to get fixed tonight yet.
And that's the last guy you want to see cramping up is Davon Hall, your most explosive player on offense.
Yeah, absolutely right. You have playmakers all over for Bellevue West, but they're untested. And in a game like this, when you see what has to happen, if you're starting to lean on some sophomores who, haven't been here before, all of a sudden your eyes get big, your nerves get a little bit jittery. Don't know what's going to happen.
So the defense comes up big again to give the offense a chance here, starting from the 49-yard line.
Looks like we have another player for Bellevue West getting stretched down here.
While we're waiting for Davon Hall to be stretched out. So it was a hot night, humid night. It was 86 at the start of the ball game here, but it felt like 92. And the wind.
Let's be honest, guys.
Down.
It felt like 192. It is hot in this booth. Goodness gracious.
So,
But you know it's going to cool down, right?
yeah, that's the plan.
It better. It better. I don't know if we can make it through another day of this. Big plans for next week, Jeremy?
I believe there are only 3 more Salt Dogs games left, so I'm excited about that. But there's this thing on Wednesday. It's a pretty big event. It's called Volleyball Day in Nebraska.
Ooh,
Have you heard about it?
Are you going?
I am going.
Good for you. That's fantastic. I mean, how incredible is that? Nebraska has the chance to set the world record for any women's sports live attendance. That's amazing.
I have on a pretty good authority that's going to happen.
Somebody tell you?
Yeah.
Who told you?
I'm not going to reveal my sources.
Jeremy knows a little bit. Was it Bill Moose?
It was not Bill.
Did he come out of retirement?
No, he's too
Love that guy.
worried
He was
about
fun.
finding a new home for Washington State.
Well, he can worry all he wants.
Nobody.
Was it Matt Rule?
No, it was not. Anyway, and then of course
Was it Bill Callahan?
Thursday.
Hey, Jeremy, we're going to come back and we're going to sell a lot of tickets for some girls volleyball.
I talked for.
That's a 20-year-old joke. Goodness gracious.
I talked to one of the announcers in the American Association. He's from Fresno.
Where's that?
He used to be the Fresno Grizzlies commentator, radio commentator, and he says, well, where I come from, Jeremy, out in Fresno, we love our volleyball, but just to think that 90,000 people would show up to a game is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Well, those women deserve it. I mean, they're the best thing going at the university for quite some time. And if you're looking for a classy organization, look no further.
Cramps have sidelined Davon Hall, so right now, if you're starting to listen in here in the third quarter, Davon Hall limping off the field under his own power, cramping up. Isaiah McMorris not playing. The big 3, Daniel Kalin, is the last man standing and the leader of this ship as he's looking to throw across the field, and it's intercepted by number 13 of Omaha North to bring it all the way down to the 34-yard line. Number 13, Titan Glassman, wide receiver safety.
Yeah, he plays wide receiver as well, so you know he was able to make that catch. Just sat and waited, and that's not what you need for Bellevue West. Omaha North coming in and showing out tonight.
Daniel Kalin with his first interception of the season on that third down throw.
Elijah Mitchell sitting down with some more cramps here as we're looking to finish up this third quarter. You wonder if it's a bad throw from Kalin, or maybe some miscommunication with some players that aren't used to playing. We've got new faces out there because so many people are out tonight and are sitting out as the game continues on.
It kind of reminds me of last year's Week 1 game.
Oh, yeah. At Creighton Prep?
Well, Creighton Prep, and then when they came here, the name escapes me.
Kearney?
I think it was Omaha. Was it Omaha Northwest?
Or the second game for Bellevue West?
Yeah.
Whoever it was.
They had at least 30 guys, it seemed like, cramped up that entire game.
Well, listen, when there's a lot of stoppages in time like this, when it starts the game going slow, nobody is more excited than our leader, Miss Rouse of the Thunderbird and the Thunderbeat. She loves spending time up here in the booth. Miss Rouse, any words of wisdom?
I have no words of wisdom, but I think everyone's doing a great job tonight. Great job on the camera, Andrew. Great job on the call, Jeremy and AJ. And just happy to be here with the rest of the crew.
That's our fearless leader, Miss Julie Rouse.
The last thing I want to do is call her a liar, but when she says she's happy to be here, might be questionable, but we're happy to be here.
The Thunderbeat calls her J. Rodite.
Some of the people call her a different name, J. Rodiatai.
Oh,
Goddess of wisdom.
31 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And we are so happy for everyone who subscribes to us on team1sports.com, listening here on the Thunderbeats coverage. And it looks like there is a false start against Omaha North. on their first play after that interception.
Yeah, you wonder, with so much stoppage at the time, just the flow feels off, doesn't it? It feels, I don't know, almost like a practice at times, just with everything that's the starting and the stopping and the pauses. Hopefully we can keep a clean fourth quarter here.
9:09 on the is the time right now. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter, as this game is getting 2 hours old on the field, real time for these players, these high school athletes. As the ball is going to be thrown by Serco, complete to number 1, Khalil Davis for the touchdown.
Khalil Davis made the fantastic catch just a short little while ago back on the field. They have found a connection there between Serco and Davis, and they're going to continue to go back to that as the score is now 25-7. And those are a couple quick strikes, Jeremy, that Omaha North is not showing any signs of slowing down.
So the one thing that's been going in Bellevue West's favor tonight is the kicking game for Omaha North. And that is why Omaha North is going to come out for the 2-point attempt here, as number 7 for Bellevue West, or Omaha North, is under center. And Omaha North only had 10 players on the field. So Coach Larry Martin had to take another timeout, second timeout of the half for them. So they'll have one left to go for a whole quarter.
So, Jeremy, this is our 5th season calling games here for the Thunderbirds. We've seen a lot of lopsided scores. Typically, the lopside is in favor of the Thunderbirds. I bet there's a team or two out there that is maybe not totally sad to see Omaha North go up potentially 26-7.
26, if they did kick the PAT, would be the score of last year's loss that Omaha North had in that game at Omaha North. So we'll see what happens here. And they're coming out to set up for the 2-point conversion again. Serco under center. 2 big fullbacks in the way. They're going jumbo, as they are going to do whatever they can, and they are going to push him over the line. And there is a penalty flag thrown by the referee to see what happened.
Arms are raised. He crossed the line, but
we'll see what the penalty is. Right now, the point after is good, but we will see what the penalty is. Sideline infraction.
So they count it? I'm confused. I apologize,
They
folks.
did not. So the try is no good. There was a sideline infraction by Omaha North. And the 2-point conversion is no good. So Bellevue West.
Aiding the runner is what they said.
Oh, they're going to say aiding the runner. Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
In the sideline. Well, listen, we'll take whatever we can get at this point. Westside had 57-7 at this point against Creighton Prep. How much time was left in that, Mr. Rose? 8 minutes left.
Omaha
As Mr. Lemon playing same old G, implying that Bellevue West, still the same old Bellevue West, right? You may feel like you're up on us, but hated on. Most of these people played it on. Mad at me because I can finally afford to buy my own cleats is what he's saying. Bellevue East 25, Lincoln Northeast 0. Bellevue East, our sister school. Shouts to you guys.
Bellevue East, of course, is another district foe, as well as crosstown rival in the A2 district.
I love Bellevue East. They're a good high school friend of ours. But not when Bellevue West plays against them. Then I hope they lose. But every other time. Looking out for you, East.
Number 6, Jermaine Green in the back, as Gomez Cazares is kicking off with his left foot. It looks like a little pooch kick is fielded by number 40 for Bellevue West, and he'll get out to the 34-yard line.
Yep, Cade Zavala was able to field the catch, go forward for about 2 or 3. A little chippy here between North and Bellevue West.
So,
Still 19 seconds left here in this third quarter. Third quarter's taking a long time.
Third quarter here, 19 seconds to go. Bellevue West down 25-7. Yes, you heard me right. Bellevue West is down 25-7.
Don't see Hall back on the field. Is that him? He had to sit out with some cramp. No, he's still sitting on the sideline. So West with some newer faces at wide receiver, but they've been at all the practices. They're ready to show out.
Practices this week that started at 5:45 in the morning as the ball is thrown incomplete to Ben Goodwater. It was over the head of Goodwater.
Yep, uncatchable there by Kalen. Looking at the sideline, hoping to get the next play in. You wonder if the humidity, the heat is affecting something. It's gotta. It's just this is not the passing efficiency that we've come to expect out of Kalen.
Kalen in the shotgun is going to scramble. He's being pressured, and he'll throw it out of bounds away from everybody just to avoid the sack.
Away from everybody. Absolutely. That was close to me at that point.
Third down and 10 to go here. 10 seconds in the third quarter. That is taking forever.
To say that the offense has stalled is an understatement. It feels like Bellevue West has not had a positive offensive play for quite some time. Looking for anything.
So Kalen throws the ball incomplete on third down in the area of number 15, Ben Goodwater.
Yep, just miscommunication. It was thrown behind him. Goodwater was still running. Wasn't even turned around ready for the throw at that point. Well covered by Omaha North. Give credit to their defense. They have been disrupting this high-powered offense of Bellevue West all game long.
Kalen serves as the punter for Bellevue West, so he's still out on the field as Omaha North has 12 guys out there, and they snap the ball, and it is kicked by Kalen. Kalen's ball punt bounces out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Bellevue West will go into the fourth quarter down 7-25 if you're listening to this here on the Thunderbeat at team1sports.com.
Yeah, that's not the third quarter I was expecting. Remember, at halftime, it was a 6-point game. Omaha North came in making the better adjustments. And, Bellevue West, if you're short some of your playmakers, the heralded playmakers in purple, especially two of the big three, that's affecting some things drastically here against a high-quality opponent.
So, Bellevue West will now have to defend the south end zone as they flip the fields here. Bellevue West will have to go into what wind is left driving north if they want to win this ball game. It's 25-7, and it looks like it's on the hands of the defense right now. The defense need to make a play, get a stop, turn the ball over, get the ball back, maybe score yourself, because right now the offense for Bellevue West is stagnant.
If you had to pick a song, Jeremy, to represent this game right now, do you have an option? Anything come to your mind?
Oh boy, that's a tough question to just put me on the spot there. What's your
I'm thinking of
suggestion?
Wyclef's "It Doesn't Matter," a mashup with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Wyclef Jean, of course. This game, if Bellevue West were to continue to lose like this, of course it's going to affect. But Bellevue West is playing for the off season, right? So the
postseason.
the postseason. I apologize. So you lick your wounds, you put on some tape, you get better. And hopefully the next time you play this team, you learn from your mistakes and improve upon it.
Jaron Cannon picked up 7 yards on that first down run. That puts him well over 120 on the night for Omaha North. So
could be Rage Against the Machine, No Shelter. There's I'll stop looking at my playlist, Jeremy. I apologize.
Omaha West Side just won the game 57-7. So that's what you have to look forward to in 2 weeks here, Bellevue West fans.
Heck yeah, you look forward to that.
Number one team in the state. Got to come here to Feynman Field.
Listen, you know high school ball. A lot can change in 2 days. I've been teaching high school kids for a little bit of time, and you're not going to believe this. Sometimes 16, 17-year-olds act differently. Sometimes their heads are into it. Sometimes they're not. And who knows? You're practicing at 5:30 in the morning, 5 days in a row. That takes a toll on your body. I looked at a couple of the kids, and you know, they're tired. So see, you come back next week. Hope for a change and see what we can come up with as he picks up a gain of 5 on the first down run.
As there is another injury for the Bellevue West defense.
Looks like maybe.
Is it 57?
Well, that would be Stanley Hayter.
Yeah.
Yep. Not a good person to lose at any time. One of the leading tacklers there for Bellevue West.
And I think it was friendly fire. I think he ran into one of Bellevue West's defenders, and that's what happened.
Yeah, this looks a little bit different than a cramp. Hopefully it's not too bad. But he's got one of the best trainers in all of Nebraska, Shannon Geyer, out there, a professional's professional. She'll rub some of the magic dirt on him, and he'll be fine, I'm sure.
So, have you bought your yearbook yet, Mr. Reimer?
No. I have bought a book, but not the yearbook.
Well, they are on sale for $55
What?
until December 22nd. You can go to room 426 and buy one with cash, check, or card, or you can go
Venmo?
on to yearbookforever.com and purchase online.
Cash App? Can you do a Cash App? No, not yet. Still working on that. That's fine. That's okay. One of these days. Is the yearbook going to have one of those digital like VR aspects where you can like put them in the yearbook? That's what I heard from the source. I hear whispers that might happen. So for $55, come on.
So here we go. Here is second down and 6. 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. Omaha North leading 25-7. The Vikings have ran over the Bellevue West defense as Pono Dudois, still playing with pride here, gets the stop on second down.
Yeah, absolutely right. You said run over, and that's what they've been trying to do. But there's still players as Hayter's coming back on for Bellevue West, and they realize, hey, it's 3rd and 6. Let's get them a stop and just see what happens.
Pono Dudois came from the backside of that play to run down for a no gain for Messiah Strong on that carry.
You know, you mentioned the yearbook, $55. You could buy multiple yearbooks for the cost of one PlayStation.
3rd down and 6 to go as the ball's being handed off to the fullback. First time we saw the fullback trap, number 25 for the Omaha North, Darius Richardson.
Needed 6, looks like he got about 4, so now it's 4th and 2. And it looks like the offense is staying on the field. I think that's a smart move by Omaha North. Kicking game has struggled all game long. And, shoot, the quarterback push has been very successful for you.
Unless you do it illegally.
Well, that's why they call it the quarterback push, I guess.
4th down and 2 to go.
This is a play everybody knows what they're going to do.
I formation for Omaha North. Hands the ball off to, and they got to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a first down.
Boy, the ref on our side is Hoffman is
Handed
furious.
the ball to Cannon.
The spot on our side is well short, and he was completely ignored.
So
yeah, that was close. That was closer than I think they called.
it was the other sideline official's call. So,
You know, good for him.
and he's been pretty generous all night. If you're a Bellevue West fan, you're not very happy with that gentleman over there.
I'm not happy about that.
8 minutes 50 seconds here to go in the fourth quarter. Ball's handed off to Cannon again. Cannon is probably close to 150 yards on the ground, providing the offensive spark for Omaha North.
Yeah, and a lot of these yards are tough. He's fighting for every little bit he can get right now, knowing that he just needs to keep the clock rolling. They're not trying to do anything fancy. They're not trying to, trick anybody. We're just going to run right up the gut and make you stop us.
Bellevue West desperately needs to stop here with 8 minutes plus to go here in the fourth quarter. Second down and 5. The Vikings leading 25-7. Serco under center, and they will get their last timeout of the half. Omaha North has burned through all 3 timeouts here with 8 minutes to go, leading 25-7.
I'm out of things to say during timeouts. I thought I had something wise and sage-like.
Well, how did the concert go last
Listen,
Sunday?
Jeremy, nobody watching this football game cares how my concert went, but it was great. A lot of alumni. We had our first ever Bellevue West alumni choir, so there was students that sang in the Bellevue West choir 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and even 1 year ago. So it was great. And you go out into the audience, and the audience is full of friends and full of family members. So it was a very cool family affair. And I still call them kids, but they're all adults now. All the adults did a great job. So
Wonderful.
Thank you to Mr. Rolfs for allowing us the opportunity, and I hope to do it again in the year.
So here we go. Second down and 5. Bellevue West needs this stop. We'll see what happens here. And the sideline's getting pretty sparse over here. And it looks like something's going on in the student section here. But tempers are flaring.
Flaring all over in this hot heat as everyone is losing their cool figuratively and literally.
And the rush is stopped in the backfield. The Bellevue West defense stiffens, and it becomes a 5-yard loss. Messiah Strong stopped for a 5-yard loss.
Give him the hater. He's still fighting.
Third down and 9 to go. If Bellevue West doesn't get the ball back here, this one's probably over, folks. 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Third down, 9. Big third down. Watch to see what that defensive line, if they can get some pressure on Serco. These third downs have proven to be a little confusing here for Omaha North.
And they might. Whoa. Nope. They got back on sides. They were all offsides for a second as Serco throws the ball incomplete. Number 4, Donovan Jones.
Yeah, Donovan Jones. He was double covered there. Receivers were in excellent coverage, and the ball landed right in his chest.
He just dropped the ball.
Yep, unfortunately for Omaha North.
And O'Neal, the punter, who's had one blocked for a penalty here for a second. One blocked for a penalty, and he also fell on one on a bad snap. So let's see what happens on this punt attempt.
Yeah,
Bellevue West will probably send the house.
I think they have to at this point. Donovan Jones with an uncharacteristic drop, but he's a little bit better on defense. As a flag is thrown.
Delay of game.
Flag in the play, delay of game. Omaha North.
Give them 5 yards more to work with to keep the ball from bouncing into the end zone.
But they were able to practice the snap, so that was productive.
Back deep for the Thunderbirds, number 28, Caprice Keith.
Number 28, Caprice Keith, back there to field the punt.
Talented sophomore, Caprice Keith. Let's see if he can make a highlight here.
Who got his first offer from Iowa State as the ball is... Oh, and there was a kick-catch interference. Bellevue West is going to benefit. Caprice Keith signaled for the fair catch. He was interfered with by number 12, Jermaine Dortch.
Yeah, he was hit before the ball even dropped to the ground, so even if he wouldn't have fair caught it or signaled for the fair catch, it still would have been a flag.
So catch interference on that punt there will give Bellevue West a better shot here. Let's see what they're going to call.
They got to pick up that flag. It's still sitting in the backfield.
They got to walk off the penalty first. They got to spot the ball.
West is in hurry up here. They have this urgency that they need to put some points on, so they're ready to hike the ball right now.
And remember that penalty right here, because that's going to give Bellevue West starting field position from their own 46-yard line.
Boy,
that's a huge penalty.
Goodness
Omaha
gracious.
North, and we marked that down as their 5th penalty, probably unofficial, their 5th penalty of the night.
Look, Bellevue West needs something productive here. They've gone stagnant. They just need a first down, something to get it started.
Bellevue West, Daniel Kalin's throwing over the, just out of the reach of number 23, Creighton Jongling.
Yeah, Creighton Jongling showing some good speed. He was there, and good trust by Kalin, right? Jongling, we haven't, played a lot of games together, but go get it. Again, I don't know if you need all 60 yards right now, but
it's 4-down territory.
That's why I'm calling.
You're calling games and directing the choir by Mr. Huffman is in his 11th year here at Bellevue West.
Yeah, but the choir sounds pretty good.
As Kalin is ready with Goff flaring out to his right. Ball is thrown complete to number 6, Jermaine Green.
Yeah, and dropped immediately by number 9 from Omaha North there. Nolan Venner called his name a ton tonight.
Max Clark given the tackle by Mr. Lemon.
I think he was wrong.
Yeah, it was number 9, Nolan Venner, on the stop on that play. 6 minutes, 30 seconds here to go. Bellevue West down 25-7. Desperately needs to score touchdowns right now. As Goff is handed off the ball, he'll pick up the first down. 15-yard run on that play.
Yeah,
gets it down to the 34.
That's the rub, isn't it? One of your most productive players is C.J. Goff, but running the ball keeps that clock going. So you want to throw it to stop the clock, but you also want to get the hands in your playmaker.
As Kalin is looking, and he will throw the ball deep to number 4, Kenny Bryant, and he's going to get a pass interference play, and that looked like pretty good coverage. He was being face guarded, but that was pretty good coverage, and he comes up with the infraction, though.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. I like it because it went against Omaha North, but I could see why they would be frustrated on that one.
So 2 big 15-yard penalties here aiding Bellevue West on this drive. You had the kick-catch interference on the punt, and now you have a first down that resulted because of the pass interference call. Bellevue West will start this first down from the 19-yard line of Omaha North. If they don't score here, folks, that's the ball game.
Yeah, you've got 5 wide receivers. West is not going quietly in this game. I like the fight, the grit they're showing.
Daniel Kalin still running away from number 54, Terry, as he will be pushed out of bounds. Is it going to be a positive gain? We're waiting for the spot. Yeah, about 1 yard line.
2 future teammates there, Tyson Terry and Daniel Kalin, fighting. Kalin has the height and the speed, but Terry was right there with him step for step.
Terry has been a force tonight for
Only
Omaha.
a junior, too. Goodness.
Omaha North, yes. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with in his senior season next year.
The word is disruptive. He has been all over.
5:49 as Kalin is rolling out to his right. Terry on his tail, and he'll have to throw it out of bounds. So
yeah, I mean, he's blocked. The offensive line is doing a good job with initial, push against him. But Terry's bigger, faster, stronger.
Give a bunch of credit here to Omaha North and their pass defense. They are just covering up, bracketing these receivers. No one is getting open, and if they are, Kalin doesn't have enough time to find him.
Right. Or he's being rushed, right? He's not able to see it.
3rd down and 10 as Kalin completes the ball to number 89, I believe.
It's going to be just a little short there. Yeah, number 89 is going to be Adrian Wilson, sophomore wide receiver. And here we go, 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
4th and 3 to go. If Bellevue West is going to have any chance to coming about this game, it's right here, folks. 5 minutes and 17 seconds when they snap the ball. It's going to be 5-10 as he is rolling out. C.J. Goff is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs. Omaha North takes the ball back from Bellevue West, and that's probably going to be the end of it.
Yeah, that's probably game, and that is textbook defense by Omaha North. Contain, push to the side. They knew the play was going to Goff, and they covered that really, really well. Tip of the cap to the defense of Omaha North. They are an impressive bunch right now.
We didn't see one designed run for Daniel Kalin tonight.
Honestly, it's surprising to me. He had 9 carries last week, but I think 7 of them were designed runs. And you're right, not one this entire game.
He ran the ball on scrambles to get out of the way of Terry, but tonight there was no designed running plays that we could tell that weren't optioned to somebody else on the field. As R.F. Evans Jr. makes the tackle, save a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play, be holding against Omaha North.
Yep, and it's pretty far back here, almost at the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be a glimmer of hope here that Bellevue West can get the ball back. But
and now you're playing for pride, right?
Right.
You know, the score doesn't look great, 25-7, but it looks a heck of a lot better than 32-7.
Pono Dudois signaling for a sub to come in. Number 56 comes in for Dudois.
Boy, Dudois had a heck of a game.
Raphael Lingwang. I'm sorry, I completely butchered that name.
Sounded good to me, Jeremy. I think you nailed it. And, you know, most everyone has the volume turned down at this point anyway, so we're probably okay.
First down and 17 to go for Omaha North. 4 minutes, 45 seconds. As the Bellevue West faithful are starting to make their way for the exit. As the ball's handed off to number 5, Cannon. He's well over 150 yards by now.
Yeah, that was a great run by Cannon. Just push, push, push. Keep it going. He wants one more.
4 minutes, 20 seconds. Bellevue West is just holding on at this point.
And looks like that's what they were trying to do on the tackle, just kind of hold on. You know, the form tackle at this point becomes an arm grab. The 100% effort is maybe a 92% at this point. You see the game going away.
4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter as the ball's handed off to Cannon. Cannon goes ahead for 5.
Yep, stop there by, it's hard to see in the night, number 30, again for Bellevue West. That's going to be Cesar Valencia.
Valencia on the tackle. And now you can't let this loss here tonight turn into 2 losses. So Bellevue West next week does not play. Right? Wow, they have this wrong in the schedule. So
yeah, it's an off game or an off week for Bellevue West, isn't it?
I believe so. I believe they have an off week.
Good tackle, just jumping in there and being disrupted for Bellevue West. Who do we got there? That's number 3? No. Sorry, guys. It's hard to see in the darkness. We need a spotter. Can we get a spotter for the next game? Okay, Ms. Rouse is going to be our spotter for the next game. If you're listening and you want to help spot, we'll probably find use of your talents. Go find A.E. Stuvey at BellevueWest.com.
So Bellevue West here, 2 minutes, 42 seconds from dropping their first game to go overall 1-1. Next week, yes, at Omaha Burke on September 1st. So you can't let this game carry over into next week's game.
The Bulldogs.
So that is what is going on for Bellevue West next week. And then in 2 weeks,
oh boy,
you've got Omaha West Side. So
that's a great game. You look at the schedule and you have some beasts at the beginning, and some beasts towards the end. It's a tough schedule for Bellevue West, but that's what they want. They iron sharpens iron, and they'll bounce back from this and get better, I'm sure.
As Bellevue West or Omaha North hands off the ball, Bellevue West stiffens up defense, and it'll be 4th down and 9 to go as the punt team will come out for Omaha North.
Listen, that's an impressive 3-and-out by the defense there. They didn't have to stop them. You wouldn't, if they would have given up some yards, even given up a score, nobody would have blamed them. But that's some pride from that group. So tip of the cap to you guys. Congrats.
So Omaha North comes in here and shocks Bellevue West. Right now leading 25-7. Davon Hall leaves the game with cramping issues. Isaiah McMorris was not dressed tonight, nursing a hamstring issue. Danny Kalin was, let's say, lackluster without the 2 other wide receivers out there for him tonight.
Charlie Gowinner had 2 touchdowns for Bellevue West last week. Did not suit up today.
So Bellevue West needs to find those playmakers on offense if they're going to continue to play as well. Defense played pretty good.
Here.
Pretty good, as the ball is going to be downed at the 27-yard line.
Now there is a flag. They ran into the kicker there.
Caprice Keith let the ball go, and it would have been for naught anyway, as there is a penalty, just like Mr. Reimer said. And we'll find out if it's running into the kicker or roughing the kicker on the penalty.
Well, I'm sure he didn't mean to do it, whatever it was. Can't they just have an oopsie at this point? Sir, I didn't mean to. Well, you're forgiven. You seem like a nice guy.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
Running into the kicker. Penalties declined. The ball will be starting here from the 28-yard line.
Penalty was declined. 1st and 10 Thunderbirds on their own 28.
Ball on their own 28. The offense is out there. Same 5 Thunderhogs as we're waiting for the referee to make it across the field here behind the play. And
boy, a lot of waiting around, still waiting.
Ball's ready for play. Here we go. As Kalin is going to it's number 16.
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson completes on his first play to Ben Goodwater on a 1st down.
Okay, got something.
Will Anderson 1 for 1 tonight.
That's good. Yeah, you want to get him some confidence. He, had a couple rough plays in the first game, so that was a good look back for him.
Bellevue West trying to get lined up on offense here, get set. And Anderson is going to run it to the left side to keep a quarterback keeper. It's about 2 yards on that play.
Yep, designed run. They like his athletic ability, but they trust his arm too.
40 seconds to go here in the ball game, and the game is well out of hand for Bellevue West to try to come back in here. Bellevue West is down 25-7. The Vikings, number 6 team, came in and shocked Bellevue West here at Fineman Field.
Yeah, you're disappointed by the score if you're Bellevue West, and not shocked. You knew it was a high-quality team, and when you're down a couple players, that you're going to struggle with the heat that's been going on this week. You can make a lot of excuses, but the basic fact of the matter is West is going to have to play better if they expect to win games like this, and Huffman's going to get after them and get them ready to play next week. So lots of good things happening, but of course, plenty to improve and make better for next week.
As Anderson is carrying the ball to the other side of the field, he did a great job transferring it from the right hand to the left hand to keep the ball to the outside. So that's positive on that play.
Yeah.
As the ball game ends here, Bellevue West on the wrong side of the scoreboard here tonight. loses 25-7 as the scoreboard's turned off. Mr. Reimer, do you got any more final thoughts to say here?
No, absolutely impressed with Omaha North. That's a beast of a team. The players that were expected to step up and play definitely did that. Excited to see what they have for the rest of the season. And, plenty to improve on for Bellevue West. Expect to see that offense click cleaner later on in the season.
If you're Larry Martin and you're a Thunderbird fan, you want to root for Omaha North to continue to win, because that's how wild card points work towards the postseason. It's one loss. It was not a district game, so you got to look forward to it that way. Everything that Bellevue West wants to accomplish is still in front of them. They were on the wrong side of it here tonight, but look forward to them playing next week at Omaha Burke, and you got to rebound, because like we said, you can't let this one loss turn into 2, turn into 3, and then you're on the wrong side of the roller coaster. So the Thunderbirds here, we got to say, and a big thank you to the student journalists for the Thunderbeat. The video camera was run by Andrew, and our on-field photographer was Gabby Teffer. Our social media manager tonight for an evening game was Torrin Woodward, and we also have to thank Miss Julie Rouse and Aaron Stuvey for leading the Thunderbeat and everything that they do with the students here to make this happen. My name is Jeremy Block, doing the play-by-play call. You heard Mr. Adam Reimer, AJ Reimer, doing the color commentary. And Bellevue West loses here tonight to go 1-1 on the season. The final score, Omaha North with their victory going 1-0, 25-7 over Bellevue West here at John Feynman Field. Thank you for tuning in, and like always, go Thunderbirds.